Yo, 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 what is up, my peeps? It's your main man, Cop here. We are back with another awesome stream for you. How's everybody doing today? I know I'm doing good. I hope you are doing good. Let's get her done. We got another awesome stream. As I say, we're going to be doing some more of our Dark Iron Classic Leveling Challenge with my good buddy Metro. So let's get it started, shall we? Bring up the stream. Bring up the chat. And we will invite Metro to the group. Jens Fleerackers. Hello, buddy. Okay, let's see if we can join the group chat. Yo.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not too much, buddy. What's up with you?
Not much.
Ready to do some more leveling?
Yes, absolutely. Let me just do one thing.
Sweet.
Alright, so, yep, doing the live stream again on Unlisted, and this is actually something we're doing more specifically because I took my PC apart and kind of reconfigured some things in there and added the hard drive that was gifted to me about 3 months ago, finally. So we're going to check it out. I don't know why I was having so many problems with the graphics card and the game in general, but I think putting it on the SSD and cleaning out the PC of all the dust that was in there is going to help dramatically because I've set everything to 10, where I used to be able to struggle to play on 3 and it would still crash. I set everything to 10, did Battlegrounds, never dropped below really 60 FPS, and all that. So we're going to test it with streaming as well, just to add another layer of complication to the overall situation. But that's anecdotal to what we're doing today. We're, of course, back doing the leveling challenge, me and Cop, right?
You betcha, buddy. Glad to hear you got your computer stuff sorted out.
Well, I'm not. I speak too soon, way too often in this world, but hopefully it's going to be in a better situation, one way or the other. We'll find out. But today we're going to be continuing. We finished both Stranglethorns last week. Well, Friday, it wasn't last week, but last week, Friday, we finished both Stranglethorns. Now it's time to finish the lower half of the continent, right? We agreed that Swamposaurus and Blasted Lands, finish those before we move more north, just because we don't want to forget them, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Just trying to think the best way to actually get to Swamposaurus would be...
Light bless you.
I think there's a flight path at Stalewind Red Ridge that we might be able to get the Swamposaurus from.
You
Because
think
we're
you don't
supposed
think
to.
just go through Duskwood?
Yeah, but then we start on the wrong side of the zone. We kind of want to start at Bog Paddle, I think.
Yeah, the thing is, I look at the path. If you look at Redridge's map, there's like this path above, and I don't think you can get up there
Oh,
in
that's right.
actual
That's
Redridge.
yeah, that's a high. That's the path from Burning Steps to get to Swamposaurus. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go through Duskwood and head through
Cool.
the pass then.
Yeah, I mean, we got our mounts anyway, so it's not like it's going to take too long to navigate.
Yep.
But it does feel like you're not meant to go this way. Like, from what I could see, the zone starts on the far right side, and I don't think there's a road going there. So we'll find out.
Well, if nothing else, we can ride through the Swamposaurus and get dismounted a bunch of times.
Might be some rares on the way as well.
Yep, exactly.
I also messed around by accident with something the other day. This is weird because when I was doing I was leveling a warrior for the Nightborn Heritage as well, and I got started doing some dungeons as tank warrior. And when I came out, I still had the shield on, even though. So I don't know if you've queued for dungeons recently, but it puts you in the spec you pick, even if that's not the spec you were when you queued. So I started as Fury, queued as Prot, it automatically put me in Prot, and then I come back out, I'm in Fury again. I still have the shield on, and I have a two-hander on. So I was like, oh, wow, Fury could play with a two-handed sword and a shield. And it's actually, like, the same. So I'm going to try that just to mess around today, see if it's, like, much, much worse. But it's interesting looking.
That is interesting. Makes sense, though.
It's weird. It just looks so bizarre to have this giant shield or giant sword and a shield as well.
And that doesn't affect any of your abilities. They don't need two weapons to be used or anything.
The only ability it affects is Raging Blow, which is kind of just like I mean, I'm sure it's very important, but it's a filler ability. Like, it doesn't, 90% of my damage is not Raging Blow, so.
Gotcha.
Obviously going to be worse. I'll fill with Whirlwind instead, which is going to do less damage, but it's whatever. We'll try.
Just pull more mobs and we can do more AoE.
Yeah, because then at that point I would have used Whirlwind anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
Read the chat while we're on the flight path.
Good call.
Jens Fleeracker says, hello, buddy. Matt Lovelace says, what's up, cop? What's up, Matt Lovelace?
Matt, I finally installed your SSD. It only took me 3 months, sorry. I'm finally using it. And to be honest, at first glance, it was a massive improvement, so.
Yeah. And Spencer Craig says, hi, cop. What, no hi for Metro, Spencer?
Yeah, come on, guys. Don't be a separatist. Now, I didn't notice this, but you kill a rare twice, you actually get, like, it doesn't diminish your experience.
Nope.
I always thought it did.
Well, you don't get, I don't think you get the green or whatever it is the second time.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think is the thing that isn't diminished.
Yeah, that might be the case. Hey, Jens, what's up? That's funny because I tested it on that warrior that I was just talking about on the other, back on Fire Tree, and I killed like a cat in the Barrens and then logged out, and then next day I came back and the cat was just there again. And I killed it, gave me full experience again. So
you're running in place, Metro.
Am I?
Yeah, I'm like standing still, looking back at you, running in place.
Yeah, it looks like I'm DCing from the game.
Matt, you jinxed us.
Still hear me though. Oh,
there you are.
Well, I aggroed very high level mobs, so I'm going to die.
That's okay. I aggroed them back. You live. You live, Metro.
Right. No, I'm dead already, dude.
Oh, well then I'm gonna run.
Yeah, try not to die if you can. I don't know. It seemed like it's something going through the zone, maybe. That was weird.
Yeah.
Why are there level 98s here?
Because that's for the artifact weapon stuff.
Oh, even on the road? Wow. Yeah, so I guess we really aren't supposed to cross through the zone this way. It's funny because I went to just test if I was DCing, so I used Whirlwind, but there was a mob there and I hit it.
At least this mob is only level 52.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's... it says you're offline now.
Really?
Oh, yeah, now you're back. Now you're just dead. That's weird.
It's because I have a red beard.
Matt Lovelace, he jinxed us, Metro. He says, haha, no problem. Glad it worked out after all.
Something like that. I'm in combat. Oh, that's what the spider there, yeah. Well, that's interesting. This zone is definitely... There's like 0 quests in this zone, right?
Yeah, no, I guess it's because that particular part of the zone is phased for the artifact quests.
Yeah,
so
that's
I bet you
probably
that's
why I looked like I DC'd, because we went through the phase and it lagged somehow. You're good, right? You can see me?
Yep. Sorry, I just looked over to the side for a second. Spencer Craig says, "How goes the B mount grind? You too?" And I'm like, no, I haven't started that yet.
Yeah, you didn't even do it, right?
Yeah, no, I'll do it eventually. One of these days.
How does it work?
I guess if you grind, I don't know. It's like honey or something that you have to get, and there's a currency and a whole other faction for it. It's
Wow, really?
weird. Yeah,
Really
like,
in depth then.
well, it's a mini faction. It's like the dinosaur trainers in Zandalar.
Oh yeah, okay. That's interesting. Oh yeah, is that meant to be the equivalent mount?
That's my understand. That's what I guess it's meant to be. Nobody's ever said it is, but that mount in Zandalar is Horde exclusive, and the B is Ally exclusive. So
interesting stuff. That's weird.
I'm assuming it's equivalent.
Okay, well that death unfortunately knocked off my shade scale, so we gotta wait 33 minutes before it could be night again. I bet this zone at night that probably doesn't look much different than at day though.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
The skybox is like this weird orangey, kind of brownish. Grunts there.
Yeah, because stone, whatever it is called, is right over there too.
Yeah, it's weird. This is definitely like... I always felt like this was like a Horde-only zone, but you can quest here as Alliance now, at least, right?
There's an Alliance base in the northwest.
Yeah, it's got the yellow... It's like a bog... I think maybe... Does Horde not go there at all, though?
No, the yellow bog paddle, that's northeast. That's both.
Oh, I see.
But the Alliance is in the northwest. Plus, there's an Alliance base in the middle of the zone that's...
oh, yeah, I see those now. Okay.
Yeah, that's meant to compete with Stonard.
I see. So where do we start, though? It looks like the exclamation point on the map starts at Bog Paddle.
That's where I've always started.
Okay, so let's head there. This is interesting, because this Draenei area used to be like a hostile area in Classic.
Yep. I think that this is a really good a path for us to do, is to do this and then the Blasted Lands before we go to start the Dwarf Zone. Because the Dwarf Zone will take us all the way up to the top and then back down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I wanted to get everything done down here beforehand, so...
Yeah.
This will be a little bit of a shorter one than normal. It's a little bit later in the day. We started, I didn't really expect to start, but I wanted to actually test this, streaming and all that. So I got about 3 hours or so.
Sounds good.
Should be able to finish this zone in 3 hours, one way or the other.
Yeah, I don't think it's not that a long one.
Yeah, it's only 004. Sunken Temple, though, that's interesting. Is the final chapter?
Yeah, we do stuff in the Sunken Temple. I always get lost, so I always skip it.
Oh no, I just realized that I forgot to turn the mini-map off again.
Uh-oh.
But I just did that.
Good. Spencer Craig says, "Cop, are you and Metro hyped up for BlizzCon? It's getting closer every day." And I am most certainly hyped. How about you, buddy?
Yeah, obviously. I don't know, man. It's going to be crazy. I mean, there's been all these leaks, quote-unquote. I don't know what to think.
Yeah, I don't...
Hopefully,
I haven't looked for any of them specifically so that I don't get ruined. Because I think one of their main writers there, Christy Golden, said it best. She says, even if some of what is leaked is actually correct, it ruins the whole experience because it gives you expectations because you're not getting the whole picture.
Right.
So that's a good point. Sealing myself
the
off.
Stuff that's leaked is just not. It's just images and stuff. So it's not. It's just like would be confirming certain things. But I just literally don't care. Like it's next week. It's less than a full week away. Why just stop leaking stuff? Just wait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why would you ruin stuff like that for people? Right.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
can you not wait
90% of it is
4 days
anyway. So.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. So anyway, this is the first.
I believe so.
Got a problem we might be able to help out with. So do you know these zones?
I kind of know part of this. I always get out of here as soon as I can so I can go to Blasted Lands.
Okay.
We got a...
I think this is a zone that I see a lot of people level in with their marathons. I remember Sai and Harry both did it, but you don't include it?
I try not to include it if I don't have to, because I try to include as many low-level zones as I can since scaling has come in.
Oh, yeah.
Because...
they're just better.
They're just better, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's a quest down here, gotcha.
Yep. Yo, he says.
Be good.
So, let's see what we've got. 10 stolen silver snap ice and 5 intact swamp shore tails. So a lot of this stuff is underwater. Along the shore here, yeah. Again, another reason why it's not necessarily my favorite zone.
Yeah,
of course it slows everything down, so. Thematically, though, it is a really good zone, and it's very important historically.
Oh yeah? Why would you say that?
Swamposaurus is where it's where that first... Well, because Swamposaurus used to include the Blastalance until the portal exploded.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like in the game's history. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
you meant, like... Well, you mean the story's history. I thought you meant like World of Warcraft's history.
Well, and I mean, Swamposaurus is where the first orc outpost on Azeroth was.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, no breath items or anything like that, huh?
Yeah, I think the first one that you get is actually in Outland.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
At least the first one that I remember ever getting is from Outland.
Yeah. Probably, obviously, now that this is technically Cataclysm, there might be some, but...
Yeah, could be. I'm a ghoul with a big sword.
Yeah, that's freaky, man. Why don't you... I thought you were a paladin. How are you going to be a ghoul?
Maybe I'll turn into a Death Knight at some point. You don't know.
Well, when I turned into a ghoul in the very first session, you said that you were going to have to purge me as the paladin, so I don't appreciate that.
Well, that was before I became one myself.
Well, I guess so, yeah. Now things have changed, huh?
I mean, I try not to have double standards, but...
I can see that's hard for you.
It's odd because even as a ghoul, I still have full command of the light, so...
Oh, yeah, that is very odd then. That's not right. There's something wrong there. Some kind of bug. I put all those BOEs up that we got in the last session, and yet any of them have yet to sell, but... Transmog BOEs are usually like that, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it takes a while. I sold one on Fire Tree there a few weeks ago for like 220k. I was like, yeah.
Oh, what? From where?
Whatchamacallit, Hellfire Citadel.
Oh.
The raid.
Cool.
It was a leather belt. Apparently it's very wanted.
That's nice.
Paid for my a token, so...
I bet. That's pretty good. What's the token at now?
160, 170 when last I checked.
Oh, wow. It's pretty low. Yeah, I mean, if we got something like that that's sold here, then I'd be able to pay for the second account again. That'd be nice.
Oh, yeah.
I've started to get a little bit more serious about the idea of soloing the dungeons with parties. Think I might give it a try.
Nice.
The naked thing obviously didn't work out. I think this would be more interesting because I didn't realize this, but when you party sync, everything like besides heirlooms doesn't function if it has a secondary thing on it, but heirlooms do work. So all these overpowered heirlooms that like have uses or like stat type procs and stuff like that, they work. So it'd be interesting to see how strong some of them might be.
I think they'd be pretty strong.
Yeah, it'd be interesting because I think the trinkets, the new trinkets that they added, in whatever that was, 8.2 or 8.1 or something. That would be interesting to see those.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never even bought those, so I'd have to buy them. But
Well, now that I'm not
You
doing the
haven't-
1 to 120s, I probably will buy them myself.
oh yeah, because you were saving your things for the pots, right?
Yeah. Still have a bunch of pots on that one Demon Hunter.
Oh yeah, why? Because you didn't. Why
I
you
didn't-
didn't need as many, or
I didn't need as many. I had 84 to start with, and it only took me 61 hours.
84? Jeez.
I assumed
You were
I
planning
wasn't.
on 84 hours, huh? That's great.
I wasn't planning on party sync originally, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And so I was like, oh well, it's gonna take me a while because I'm not anywhere near as well versed in Rogue and Demon Hunter as I am like Paladin.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Thomas
Yeah,
McKenna
those two
says, "Hello, Cop." Squishy Bear says, "Hey, Cop and Metro." High Lord says, "Hey, Cop. Hi, Metro."
What's up,
Hello.
buddies? Buddies.
What's up, buddy buddies? Thanks
What's up,
for
buddy?
dropping by.
Stopping by. Yeah. All right.
Whatever one I say, you're gonna say the other one, aren't you?
I mean, there's only the one that's right, so it's up to you. However you want to do it. What's the story here? How did these goblins even?
Yeah, what do you want?
Like, is there some real reason for them to be here?
Goblins have outposts all over Azeroth. Always have.
But this is not here in the old days.
I don't know. I'd have to look.
That's interesting. There's a one-handed axe that's like a huge upgrade, but it's not a two-hander, so I don't think it would be worth you. In fact, I don't think Fury can use. You have to use two-handers as Fury, even though I have a shield on. If I use a one-hander, it wouldn't even work.
They used to be able to use one-handers, like two one-handers.
Yeah, they got rid of that in Legion. Yeah.
Too much balancing for that kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Because it was actually in the beginning of the tiers. I remember when they first added it in the beginning of the first expansion. I think it was Kata that had that. You were able to like completely dwarf the DPS of two-handers, and then later in the expansion, it was the complete opposite. Like using two-handers was the only option.
I think there's one of these that's inside. Yeah.
Oh really? Oh
yeah. I always miss it because it's hard to see that exclamation point.
Good. I'm glad that you knew about that. It's perfect. We got 3 quests now, right?
Yep.
Rock out, mostly harmless, and tastes like Strider.
Yeah. We got to disarm landmines. We got to get jumbo drumsticks from the swamp striders and kill some crocolisks.
They're probably just in the middle of the zone.
Yeah, they're out here in the swamp.
They make good use of these zones. I mean, these zones physically haven't transformed much, but the quests that they've added are like, oh, this is nice, you know what I mean? Like, it makes use of an area that you wouldn't normally be a part of in the old days.
You gotta be careful with these mines. You gotta actually approach them quite slowly because they can go off.
Oh, really?
They have little lights on them that tells you how close they are to going off.
Gotcha. Interesting.
And they can, you'll notice they'll start to flash quicker and stuff like that.
Sure.
If you're running up to them. And you don't need to be right next to them to turn them off either.
Looks like we don't share credit there, though.
Yeah, I saw that. Plenty of mines, though.
Yep. Oh, hey, speaking of, not like anybody will care about this in post, but today it's interesting. Today is the 19th Sports Equinox. Did you know that?
Is that one where every sport is being played?
Yep. All 4 major sports will all be in action at the same time.
Oh, nice.
World Series. Good.
NHL, NBA, and
obviously
NFL.
the 3 of them are pretty obvious. Like, football is rare enough because it's Sunday only, but yeah, it's normally going on this time of year. But the World Series, I mean, that could be over by now, so it would have been tougher to have happen. But on top of that, there's also, we were talking about this a couple days ago, but it's also the first PGA Tour event that's being played in Japan. That's going to be going on as well simultaneously. There will actually be 5 major sports all in action.
Oh, wow.
But it's interesting because the only reason that's happening because they got a typhoon in Japan this week.
Oh,
and
okay.
it flooded like a major amount of the course. Like apparently, like a big part of the course had to be closed off. They had to cut down holes because of the flooding, and they had to postpone part of the round because of that. So they're playing like right now. It's for you and I. It's Sunday, but it's like about to be Monday for them. So they'll be starting at a time that would be like they'll be starting around the same time the World Series is starting tonight, which is funny.
That is
Even
funny.
though it'll be Monday for them, where it'll be Sunday night for us.
Wow. That's very cool. I like it.
It's bizarre, isn't it? Nobody even mentions that though. Everybody talking about the sports equinox. They're just talking about the 4 sports that you normally talk about, but this is that the whole golf thing is like a whole nother situation.
Whole nother level.
Yeah.
Okay, don't need any more of those. You get that mine. I see one a little further along that I can get.
Sounds good. And I'm sure there's like other sports. I mean, I think there's probably soccer and stuff on in some capacity. I just don't know where they would be playing, but it's a different soccer's played like all day, every day in all these different areas of the world. So.
Oh, yeah.
But is it rare that there's a Sunday night hockey game?
Yeah, most of the Sunday games are usually afternoon games or really early.
Yeah.
So they'll, like the Kings are playing on the West Coast at what's going to essentially be 6:30 p.m. your time, which is way late for them for a Sunday game, right?
Sure.
Factual says, "Hey, good day, Cop and Metro." Good day to you.
So far, so good. I agree.
Squishy says, Cop, are you going to suffer from loot fever again? Always.
Loot fever, huh?
Love me some loot. Thomas
What does
McKenna
that
wants...
mean?
Oh, I'm quite the loot whore. Gotta get me some loot. Thomas McKenna says, is Metro playing Classic at all? I don't think so.
Nah. It was fun for 1 hour.
High Lord says Metro was pissed over Classic. I'd say that's correct.
Yeah, that's one way to describe it.
That's an accurate representation of Metro's feelings towards Classic.
It was just that it caused, like, the game itself is fine.
Yeah.
If it was like a single player game or something, I'm sure I'd enjoy it, but the community around Classic is just so toxic and detrimental to gaming. It's impossible to enjoy it currently.
Yep, not to mention it messed with our raid team.
Well, that's a whole different issue, but yeah, that's really the main reason that it caused a lot of problems. Still messing with it, by the way. We're back to not having 19 people now because some people have left, so yeah, that's like it's going to be a perpetual battle.
Oh, yeah,
All right.
Squishy's right. It's something that I say quite a bit in my Witcher 3 videos, because I'm all about the loot in the single-player RPGs.
Why? What happened?
Well, because loot is everything in a single-player RPG.
Yeah,
right?
I don't understand what you mean. We're just getting grays and stuff, so I'm not sure what kind of loot you're talking about. So there could be a rare here. I'm going to see. Let's see.
Okay.
Hash.
I will follow you.
I don't see it. Obviously, it must not be here.
Okay. Back to Bog Paddle we go.
Yeah, back to Bog Paddle. 3 quests to turn in. That was a pretty nice little area there.
Yep, I like these little goblin quests. Eventually, we're going to get shot out of a cannon onto a boat and to other quest hubs. And
wow, that sounds goblin-like.
Yeah, it's actually quite a fun little bit.
Goblin-esque. Oh yeah.
But Theo says, "Look, my favorite 2 peeps doing leveling challenge. Yay! Awesome Sunday evening accomplished."
Nice.
And Squishy says, "So people would rather play Classic than Raid?" Unfortunately, yes.
Yep. A lot more than just that, that's for sure. Anyway, let's see. One more turn in. What was it? In one of these houses? Yeah, there it is.
Yep, you're in the correct place. You are.
Okay, now I only got 1 new quest, or was there more?
I think there's just one, because I think that the next thing we do is go somewhere else.
Oh, really? Damn. That's weird. That's a weird start to the zone.
Let's have a look at my quest log, make sure I've got it too. Yeah, find
Oh,
Crazy
really?
Larry to the southeast.
Okay, southeast.
Which way is southeast? This way.
Head to our
Towards where...
camp to the southeast and check on Crazy Larry. He'll fill you in when you get there, so... Gotta just be down here somewhere.
Yep. I do believe this is where we get shot out of a cannon towards the pirate ships. I could be wrong.
Hmm. Pirate ships, jeez.
Squishy says, "Cause I would so raid if I could right at the moment, but I am only 422. Probably could do heroic." Theo says he's 435.
Hmm. Keep it up, guys.
Yep.
Oh, there's a little... Looks like some wood over there. That must be where we're headed. Sorrow Merc. Oh. Being attacked. Help me. I'm gonna die.
I got you. You're not gonna
No.
die. You got a bloody shield
I'm
on.
gonna
Come on
die.
now.
I'm dead. Oh yeah. I wonder if I actually can block. Can you even block with... I don't think you even can block now. I think you have to be tank spec to even have block proficiency. I haven't noticed. I'll take a look.
I mean, your shield has block by default, does it not? A certain amount of
I
it.
don't know. I don't know how it works. I think block's a skill now, right? Not sure. Alright, Kill Gil. Gilbins. That's a good reference there, obviously.
Gotta like those Tarantino references.
Oh, yeah.
Theo says, "Thanks for the PvP run, Metro. That was fun."
Yeah, he and I did a battleground together. Man, was that a romp. My god, his Blood Decay. A 450 eye level Blood Decay is pretty overpowered in battlegrounds, let's put it that way.
Nice.
They were like, there was like 5 or 6 people attacking me and my health never went below 100% because of the trinket shields and stuff. Okay, so what are we doing? Let's read, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is the one that we would just go down to the beach, I think.
Okay, you know. Alright.
Yeah, I think I know. I think we do some stuff at the beach first.
That's fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We raid. We loot the dead goblins on the beach, and we kill the Gilbins.
I see some there. Gilbin stalkers. That's interesting. Gilbins are in like WoW before. That's weird. I didn't think that was the case.
Yeah,
That's
they're
the first sighting of Gilbins.
first time I ever saw them was in Vashtir.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But of course, this area would have been put in when Vashtir was put in.
True, but it's nowhere near Vashtir, right?
No. So you got to look out for dead goblins and loot any that you see.
I see. Oh yeah, I wonder if we could both do it.
There's one right here.
Yeah, it looks like we can. The ghoul, you being a ghoul keeps freaking me out. I keep trying to attack you instead.
Don't do that.
Doesn't work, yeah. It's not possible, so you don't have to worry.
You think you know until you don't know, then you don't know what you think you know, says Theo.
How's that?
I don't understand, but okay.
Say again, friend.
Swishy says, yeah, but you have to remember that everything used to be one landmass.
Yeah, okay. I'll believe that when I see it. What's that, like the ice wall nonsense? Flat earth stuff?
I think that was what happened that created the maelstrom at the center of the continent. Because that was the first invasion of the Burning Legion.
Show me the fossil records, buddy.
Well, I could show you the Warcraft compendium.
Yeah, that's probably a document made by CNN or something, you know? You can't trust it.
Fake news. It's fake news.
Mm.
Theo says, BlizzCon on Thursday, right? Yay. I think it starts actually Friday.
Friday, yep.
We cannot both...
This is something interesting. I don't know how many people are aware of this, but you can't can't be sure exactly when Sunday night events are happening if you don't live in the U.S. because daylight savings time is going to happen. So it's going to be daylight savings time before, if you guys celebrate it in Europe. I don't know even what countries do and don't anymore, but yeah. So in the middle of the stream, you're probably going to experience daylight savings time. So just be aware of that.
I thought that was until next Sunday.
Oh, it's this Sunday coming up.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
year.
yeah. This Sunday coming up, but today is Sunday.
Oh yeah, obviously it's not today. I'm talking about the BlizzCon stream.
Oh yes, yes. I get what you're saying now.
Yeah, like in the middle of the BlizzCon stream, I'm not really sure how it's gonna work, but Bornak was talking about how he's like, this is gonna be an absolutely insane BlizzCon because, hey, where are you going?
Going towards a goblin body that I was gonna loot.
Oh, you're not done?
No, we can't both loot the same bodies.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was saying that this is gonna be like the craziest BlizzCon ever because all of this nonsense that's gone on with China, plus the fact that it's gonna be in the middle, basically in the middle of the night. It's gonna be daylight savings time for about half the people who would be watching. So I'm not sure how they're gonna handle it, but
yeah, because it's in the middle of the night Saturday for us, but that's,
yeah, it's not gonna be a problem for us, but for people in Europe and China and stuff, obviously.
Like Australia and that would have a problem.
Oh, Australia especially, yeah, they're definitely gonna have a problem. Okay, so we done?
I need, what, 2 more? One more.
Geez.
Just need 1 more, come on.
It's fine, I'll kill some mobs so we can get some experience while we wait.
Thank you.
Doesn't seem like there's enough for 2 people to do this quest.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
I didn't realize that you weren't also able to do it.
Yeah, no, I tried, and then it just didn't loot anything. And I was like, oh no.
Right.
Oh no.
I mean, this is actually a good thing, though, because it means that not that many goblins were killed.
Yep.
Which is fair, you don't want too many dead. Why don't you just res them?
Because they I don't know. Res is not really a thing in game.
No?
No.
We had this conversation a couple weeks ago, I think, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a thing. Just not a thing at the same time, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay, I think I found one. Indeed, I am now done.
That's nice.
Yeah, it leads into the whole lore versus gameplay discussion, and we've had that one to death, I think.
Do you want to have it a 4th time?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I think that we've both agreed to disagree on many things in that area, which is fine.
We don't agree to disagree, though. That's the problem. Can't even agree to disagree. That's how fierce the rivalry is on this topic. I disagree to disagree. How nuts is that, right?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Alright, let's turn these quests. Alright, here we kill Bill. I got Larry's boots. They became blue.
Nice.
57 eye level boots, up from 46. Just one of the biggest upgrades. Now we got In with the Bang. Is that right?
Yes, that's the canon one. We gotta talk to his son Jerry.
His son Jerry?
Yeah.
How does this guy have a son? There's no females here.
There are. They're just further along in the zone.
Oh. Load me into that cannon, boy. That's a weird thing. How do goblins even have sons? I didn't even know that.
Well, they seem to reproduce as a
Whoa.
as a race.
An achievement. Going down? Not currently.
I shall not comment on that comment. Let it go.
We're clicking this cannon here, is that right?
Nope. Clicking on that cannon will take you back.
Well, I don't want to go back yet.
No, we want to
Are
gather
we looting
stuff.
something? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there's 3 things we're looting. Fuse. I think there's a couple of things in the hold that we're looting.
There must be, yeah, because there's nothing else above. You know what they say, as above, so below.
I believe I know that quote, yeah.
They say that in hockey all the time, I think, probably.
Sure.
I love the fact that you can just whirlwind whenever you want, though. That's probably my favorite thing about Warrior. Literally, it costs nothing. It has no CD, costs nothing. Just use it whenever you want. It only does something if it hits the target. It's pretty cool. I wish all abilities were like that. I mean, that's how all abilities should be, right? Like,
Yep.
imagine IRL, like, okay, I can throw a punch, but it doesn't do anything unless I hit somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should be able to do that all the time. I guess that's not true, though, because I can't grapple nobody. I can't wrestle nobody. So
Well, you're not a monk. That's kind of a monk thing.
No. Either way, I mean, monk or not, like, I can't put a Kimura on somebody, you know, that doesn't exist.
Sure. There's no triangle chokes.
Right. You have to have a target for that one, you know. Like, wow.
Spencer says the absolute best BlizzCon announcement that could happen this year is that brooms from Hallow's End become permanent mounts.
Well, that type of announcement would probably not be at BlizzCon if they did that.
Yeah, that would be
Usually
way
much-
before BlizzCon, I would think.
Well, either way, it's usually like much grander announcements. Like they don't
Yeah.
that type of stuff. Although to be fair, small stuff does come out of BlizzCon, but usually what happens is somebody finds out about the small stuff when they're testing the BlizzCon thing.
Yeah.
That's the main reason that it sucks to not be. I could have tested that. That would have been.
Boom. Theo says, aren't they, though? Squishy says, that would be cool. And Kildai says, afternoon cop. Afternoon, Kildai. No, they are not, Theo.
Ron says, "Hey cop, I think you're the coolest." Hey, what's up, Ron?
Thank you, Ron. Are people actually in your stream?
No, I just made that person up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
Ooh,
Ron
nice.
says, "What the hell? I'm not made up." What the?
What the heck? You're scaring me, Ron. You're scaring me.
You are now, man. Okay, talk to Lil Crazy Daisy to take a cannon ride to Baba Bog Brew. These names are bizarre, man. I don't understand these characters. Is this his daughter now?
Yep.
Wow, this is messed up. This is like some. This feels like a horror film or something. Where are we going now?
Midna says lies. Straight up lies.
Cop says the Toronto Maple Leafs are the best team in hockey ever. You said that?
I never did. That's entirely a lie.
It's irrelevant because it's not true. Even if you did say it, it's a lie, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. Okay, what's next? Marshfin Muck Dweller, is that it?
Yep.
What's this person? Alchemy supplies? What do they have?
Yeah, I was just emptying my bags. Oh, somewhere I got a ring, but
I'm starting to get rune cloth as well. Saved that for you.
thank you.
Have you done anything with professions or no?
I've done some things. I'm at the point where I can use mage weave cloth, so very soon I will be on rune cloth.
Got a couple of those. Thanks for the moonberry juice. I'll take it.
Sure. I was actually
trade,
trying
really.
to sell it.
I had a feeling, but I traded. That's a barter system, bro.
There you
the
go.
United States is founded on it.
There you go.
All right, let's see.
What we got?
Marshfin Muck Dwellers.
Oh yeah. They're in the cave. There's usually a rare
Oh,
here
really?
too. Yep.
The
Oh
hell?
no. Sorry, that's a later quest. Sorry. Get myself.
I'm in
Get
the
my-
cave. Help! I'm being surrounded by mobs that are the Marshfin Muck Dwellers. They're not here. They're not in here. Help!
Sorry.
Someone from the stream send a competent leveling partner, please. No, I'm just kidding. There does look to be a rare though. Fingat in this area.
Yeah. There is one that's generally just outside the cave.
Wait, what the hell's going on here? This is like a human town that Murlocs took over or something? What's going on here?
Pretty much.
This is unbelievable. So if you did the Horde version of this zone, do you not do any of these quests? Or are they
Oh, you do all of these quests. Right? This part is identical because goblins are neutral.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
well,
wait,
most
wait,
goblins
you're telling me
are.
that even as Horde, the zone starts with bog paddle?
Yep.
Oh my god, really?
Yep.
That's bizarre. But then it diverges eventually because there are obviously
Yep.
Alliance and Horde.
Yeah, there's Stone. I want to say Stone Talon, but Stonard. Right. And there's
Stoner?
a couple of Stonard, and there's a couple of Alliance Town there.
Oh.
My phone. It's probably a text message.
Either that or it's a promotion for the 2016 college football playoffs.
Give me 1 second here, buddy. I just it's my stepfather's birthday next week, and I sent him a gift, and he really liked it. So I'm gonna say, glad you liked it. Normally,
Smart.
I wouldn't stop this streaming or doing stuff to do this, but
It's fine. I could kill stuff anyway. You'll get credit, right?
should. High Lord asks, is Azure Mist and Blood Mist not allowed? I know it's 1 to 60 zone, but it added since BC. I would say no. I would say it's not
We're
allowed.
not going to do them, yeah. We're going to avoid them.
Yeah, because it's
We
technically...
shouldn't need them anyway. The original idea was that if we needed them, we would do it, but they're not technically classic zones, and they're not on the achievement, so I don't want to do them.
Yeah. Technically, they are part of Outland. Like, they're actually in the files as part of Outland.
That's true. Fair point there either way. But I don't think there's... Is there even an achievement to finish the zones? I'm not sure.
No.
Probably not, right?
Same. I think there actually is an achievement to finish them, and it might even be part of the Kalimdor achievements. But
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we looked at it. Because if not, that was the goal. We want to get a lore
we
master.
might have to if it was. But I know you've done them because I watched you do them naked as a warlock.
I did do them, yeah. So let's just check. What's it under? Quests?
Yeah, and then Kalimdor.
Lore Master of Kalimdor. Oh yeah, Blood Mist Isle. Yep.
Well, guess what we'll do? Guess we're doing them then.
I already have that one anyway. So I mean, I don't know. My original idea here was that we were gonna have to do all of these zones to get done with this, but now it looks like we won't. So we probably don't even have to.
I don't need them either because I did them back before Kata came out. So
sure. Yeah, I mean, obviously our main goal is to level the character. If we got originally, like I said, I thought we were going to need to do every single zone anyway just to get to 120. If that's not the case, then, which obviously it looks like it's not going to be the case, yeah, we're not going to worry about that.
Yeah. I don't think we'll get halfway down the continent in Kalimdor before we're done. I honestly don't.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. We'll find out, I guess. The darkest depths, so that must now be the cave
That's
that
the
you're talking
cave.
about, huh?
Yeah, my bad. Like I said.
Hey, that's fine, man. You don't have to apologize.
Hey, I'm a Canadian. It's what we do.
Oh. Yeah, see, there are Murlocs in here. Yeah, right. Wait, is there only one quest, though? It seems like there might be more.
We can go back and look if you like.
Yeah, I guess not. There wasn't any other mobs. Like, there was just 3 NPCs. And would have saw it, I think.
It's not that I won't answer, Theo. It's that I'm busy leveling with Metro, and I'm already a bad enough leveling partner. I try not to take my eyes off the screen as much as possible.
What was the question?
Theo asked, when does the Deathwing event start? And I hadn't had a chance to
November, right?
Yeah. Midna answered November 16th. Seems about right.
Okay, 16. Damn, that's coming up, man. Oh, it's going to be a crazy weekend.
Yep,
I'm really excited about that AV thing. I can't wait to see that.
Oh, me too. Honestly, BG's not my thing. Old AV was always way too long for my taste. Even now, AV feels a little bit long for a Battleground, but I'm excited to get the mount at the very least. Ooh, look, a rich thorium vein. You should grab that.
How do we get over there?
I think we have to walk up the ramp to our right
This
here.
way. Yeah, to our... Oh, there's thorium, yeah.
You should get it because I think I'm still a little bit ahead of you.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm
55, dude.
You are not 55.
I'll get it. I'm
There's a
3 bars away from 52, though.
I am 109,855 into 51. Towards 52.
Oh yeah, you're still ahead. Then okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of ore in this cave.
I see that. This is good to know if I ever eventually end up doing the challenges we talked about last time. Because it's tough to find the ore, man. That's the hard part. These caves are like pretty much mandatory for it.
Oh yeah.
What the hell? It's like a undead, or it's like a lost one, or whatever.
Yep. Faceless one, or whatever they were called.
Faceless one, that's it, yeah.
Ooh, another rich thorium vein for you.
Hear the call, serve him, join us. Talking about Nazoth, right?
I believe so.
Must be.
Well, because you're supposed to...
been like a main...
Yeah, there's supposed to be 5 old gods in total. 2 of them are dead. Then there's Nazoth. Or no, 3 of them are dead. Cthulhu.
Well, dead, quote unquote. 3 of them have been defeated by us,
Yeah.
I think is what you mean to say, right?
Well, 2 of them by us, 1 by the Titans.
So it's... Yasarj is the one by the Titans, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because Yasarj was just straight up killed.
Yeah.
And he did so much damage to the world, they knew if they actually killed the other ones, they would destroy Azeroth.
Mm-hmm. And then it's Sithon, obviously. That's the one we fight in Classic.
Yep.
First one that you see
Yogg-Saron.
in game. Yogg-Saron, that's the second one in Classic. You see that one. But then what's the fourth?
Then there's Nazoth. And
Yeah,
then
besides
there's
him.
one that nobody has ever... Like, they've always said that there's 5, but they've never identified the 5th one.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
And I said this a few times when I've been doing my mount farming streams. They talk... when you go into the Nighthold, and you're doing that raid, and Gul'dan is doing his little spiel there, he talks about, soon this world will be destroyed, and then she'll be waiting. And he never talks about who she... Like, that never made any sense to me. Who does he mean by she?
Huh.
And I think it's the 5th old god.
Because I think even Bronsamdi mentions an unknown character too, right?
Yeah, Bronsamdi talks about, boss ain't going like this.
Yeah,
And nobody knows who his boss is. And Bronsamdi has always bothered me because he's the only Loa that's like a humanoid. The others are all...
Oh yeah, that's true. Everybody else is like an animal of some sort, right?
Ooh, I got a blue upgrade.
Must be nice.
Um,
Okay, intact, Stalbog, Serpent Heart. That's just these things.
Yep. The drop rate is a little low because this is a vanilla quest, I think. Might have fixed the drop rate on this too, though. It's been a while since I've done it.
I just got all 5.
Kildai is asking if the 5th old god is Naifu, also known as Zalanth. That's a possibility, because that that is a female. So like,
Oh yeah.
it's possible. The thought, the major thought about Naifu or Zalanth is that it was an old god that the other 4 old gods trapped in the knife because it rebelled against them during the days of the Black Empire.
crazy.
Yeah, but that's never been confirmed.
Of course, yeah. Well, that would be interesting. That would be pretty interesting because that knife has been like a main character. It's pretty bizarre, right?
Yep. I know. I'd love to see more. I can't wait for BlizzCon. It's
Yeah, I'm excited too. The thing is, I don't know if they're going to tell us a lot about the story because it's going to ruin A3, right?
Yeah. Well, I think what will eventually happen is we'll get kind of information we got last time, where we found last time we found out about Undercity and Teldrassil being destroyed, but there was no context to it, so it didn't really matter.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, that's actually a great point. They said some major lore stuff, but there was no context, so we didn't understand why it happened. That's a good point. Because especially coming off of Argus, you would be like, what? You know what I mean? Why did that happen? Didn't really connect it anyway.
Exactly. I think there's... I was convinced that Sylvanas was being set up like many people were when it came to that kind of thing.
Well, I think it is. She probably did get set up, right? Like, I mean, she's in league with somebody who she probably doesn't want to be in league with, you know?
I think Sylvanas knows way more than the rest of us do about what's going on.
Oh, you think? See, I'm still, I don't know. I talked about this last, but I don't know if you actually answered it. Like, after checking out Warcraft 3 again, it's like assumed that she was like controlled by the Lich King for a serious portion of it. Is that just not possible? Like, that's still happening?
I don't know. See, she broke free of the Lich King, but that was... When that happened, the Lich King was... he was very weak because there was a crack in the Frozen Throne. And Arthas hadn't merged with him yet. And I guess it's always been assumed that Bolvar was fairly weak, so he couldn't control Sylvanas. But, I mean, he had us raise a darn dragon.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like during Legion, he had us raise a dragon as our
that was
mount.
the mount. Yeah, of course, yeah.
He had us raise a new set of 4 horsemen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
So, I mean...
Wolves that lurk within this temple have done grievous harm to my kind, Metro. We were sent here to guard this place, and we are instead here used to unleash the terrible power within. I must beg you for the help only a mortal can give. You can be my hand within the temple. Should I enter myself, I risk being turned against my brothers as well. Collect 5... Wait, is this in the dungeon, or...?
No, it's actually in the pool outside here.
Oh. That's weird.
It's all underwater stuff.
Gotcha. Alright, well...
Eventually...
we're not sharing it again?
Yeah, eventually we will go partway into the dungeon, but not into the instance. Because the instance is actually way further along than it used to be, like the instance entrance.
Oh, really? I definitely want to check that out if you can. That's because cool. I didn't know they changed that.
Yeah, because the dungeon is way smaller than it was in Classic. And I think what happened was a lot of it got moved outside of the instance.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow,
I think.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. A lot of it got blocked off, and a lot of it got moved outside the instance, so the instance is further in. I could be mistaken.
Cool. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
I love Sunken Temple. One of my, it's like that and ZF are like the first few dungeons that you start to really care about when you're leveling in Classic.
Oh, I love ZF. It's my favorite dungeon.
Oh, yeah.
It's favorite Classic dungeon, I should say. I don't know what my favorite actual dungeon.
Daenerys as well.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 out of 5. I'm done. You good?
I am done as well. I'm heading back.
Smart.
Who is Shal Nagurth? Theo asks. That name sounds familiar, Theo, but names are bad for me. Sometimes I forget the names like Metro and Cop, so...
No. My name is Cop. You're Metro.
Oh, okay. That's how that works.
Hey there, guys. It's Cop.
Yo, yo, yo. It's Metro here.
What's up, guys? Cop here. Anyway, I will need you to enter the temple first, Metro. I can join you once a path is secure, but I dare not enter blindly. Turned against my kind, I would be a vicious enemy. You can start by descending the stairs behind me, then swim through the flooded depths in the broken hall. Once there, follow the passageway to the right. Find the halls of mask. Beware of any temple guards. Once you've found the Hall of Mass, I will contact you through the Oath Stone. Yeah, this is the thing.
Squishy says both of those dungeons are crazy. And Spencer says making the two-handed epic sword in Zul'Farrak used to be my favorite thing to do with my friends back in Classic. Agree. Like, that was just an epic thing.
Nice. It was kind of cool. Too bad the sword sucked.
I had them on a rogue.
Oh, really?
I had them on a rogue back in Burning Crusade. It was a Blood Elf rogue, and I had them enchanted with Fiery just because I liked the look of it.
Wait, you're saying the two-hander or the two one-handers?
No, the two one-handers. She was dual-wielding the two one-handers because they both dropped for her.
Yeah,
Tank in that instance. Yeah, they are really good swords. I like the look of them. The tank in those 2 runs was just mad. Because I won the roll for him.
Reported you, huh?
I won the roll for
He
him.
reported you for troll.
I'm not a troll. I was a blood elf.
Oh, what the hell? Is that the instance?
Yep.
Well, that's
Okay.
weird.
This is an auto turn in.
Auto turn in, yeah. That was 10k just for coming here. That's hilarious.
Yep.
Okay, my brethren are being butchered here. As I thought, I must ask for your help further before I enter. In the passageway outside the room, the hallway proceeds left and right. To the right, it goes down to the Chamber of the Blood. Here, the Atali perform their dark rituals. They have experience and prepared for my kind for years, but not for you. Enter the Chamber of Blood and slay the priestess Uldumbra. She is one of the 3 foul presences here that must be vanquished before I may enter.
Uldumbra! Uldumbra!
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, right? So this is the way you used to go to the dungeon.
Yeah, I knew they moved the entrance.
They moved a lot of stuff, it looks like. Gomorrah, the Bloodletter, that's probably for one of the quests eventually.
Spencer Craig says, Troll dungeon, trolling is not allowed. I beg to differ.
Nope. What's done? Do we have to come here, though? Maybe we're wasting our time doing this now.
I don't know that we have
I'd
to do this
imagine
for
the
the
whole-
achievement, but I assume we do.
Achievement? I'm saying, is a quest eventually going to take us to this area?
To Atal Dazar, they're on a quest in there.
Right where we are now in the area are we wasting our time doing this now because eventually a quest is going to take us?
No, not that I'm aware of. I believe
Oh,
this
okay.
is the only thing. The only stuff we do in Atal Dazar is for that guy. Again, could be mistaken.
Not
but,
a tall desire, but
yeah, but yeah.
We can go do a tall desire if you want, though.
No, that's okay. Not part of our challenge.
Correct.
Oh,
This
Spencer
area
Craig
looks the
says
same.
he says trolling is allowed, not is not allowed. I misread that. Good,
That's,
I agree.
Up for interpretation, isn't it? Yeah, this is all pretty much the same, it looks like. Makes me wonder why. There's gotta be a quest here. There wouldn't... Yeah, there's Jamal and the Prophet is outside the dungeon, and he's got an exclamation point, so obviously we're gonna have to come here for a quest.
Well, aren't we coming here for a quest right now?
Saying. Okay, I guess you're not understanding what I'm asking. Forget it, don't worry about it, let's just sit back.
Okay. I thought that this was where we were going for the quest. I was
No, the quest.
Okay.
We went left instead of right at the first turn.
Oh, my apologies. See, that was where my confusion was.
I see, yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering if... I was just exploring, basically, so I was wondering if we were wasting time exploring because we were going to have to come back eventually
Yes,
anyway,
yeah.
which
Yeah.
it does look like that's the case.
That would be the answer to my to your question. Then yes, you are.
Yeah. This is interesting, though. I really like that they did this with the dead mines.
Mm-hmm.
And if they did this with more than just the dead mines, then I really, really like it. I guess
Oh,
they
yeah.
did. If these 2 dungeons are there, maybe in Badlands, do you go into the area outside the dungeon as well? Maybe
Which dungeon is that?
Badlands has a older whatever the I don't know what it's called. Old something. Oldwar, Oldham.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think you kind of do. It's been a long time since I've done that area.
Oh yeah.
I usually tap out at the Badlands as soon as the 3 dwarves from the old Blizzard game show up.
Oldham, man, that's it. Everybody just calls it old, so I just realized I had no idea what the name of it was. Looking for more old. Nobody ever says the whole thing.
Yeah, as soon as the 3 Vikings show up, I generally tap out at Badlands and go to Searing Gorge.
Gotcha.
Auto turn in.
Alright, let's turn it in. Let's see what's next. Good riddance, another source of corruption in this world put to rest. Trolls here perpetuate the fall of my brethren to the nightmare. They infect and corrupt green dragons with the blood of their fallen god, and they harvest the evil that had grown within them. They are being farmed like livestock. This disgusting savagery cannot continue. Return to where you left the Hall of Mass and take the other corridor towards the butchery.
That's
yeah,
where we
okay, I
went.
know where this guy is. Good. So that's cool. Get to explore this whole area. They really put a lot of effort into it, so I'm really glad that they didn't just discard it after changing the dungeon. That would have been really disappointing.
Well, and that's the complaint most people had is, oh, they nerfed the dungeon, they made it so small. Well, they still do the stuff, just in the zone now instead of the dungeon.
I actually really like this. They did a good job with this, like making the zone, like the main story of the zone, attached to the actual dungeon. That's pretty good, because that's not how it was in Classic. Like, there wasn't, you know what I mean? Quests like led to the dungeon, but there was no quest in this area. Random ass area that you had to come through to get to the dungeon.
Auto turn in again.
Oh wow, really? Another 10. This is a lot of experience per hour. Holy shit. Step 3, profit. All that yet stands between me and the temple is Prophet Jamal on himself. He is the leader of the Atalai trolls here, a foul manipulator. Know that you do not face a mere crazed troll, Metro, but an instrument of forces behind the darkest comprehension. Yet you do not fight alone. My strength and the will of the green dragonfly go with you. Lead to the den of the caller, left through the hall of the ritual, and then down to the halls of bones. All right. Now we could explore that whole area.
Yep.
I still want to see. I don't actually know. There's like 2 doors in this, but I never take the one to the far side. I always go down here. So.
Yeah, we're making a good enough time that I think we can waste some time from time to time.
Yeah, of course.
Stromy says, "Oh snap, back at it." You know it.
Oh wow, look at that. This is the area we were just in, only we're above it. That's cool. I didn't know that existed.
That's cool. That's very cool.
See, that's the weirdest thing about this, right? Like they spent all this time putting all of this in, and there wasn't a single reason to come here in Classic. It was like if it was just designed as a maze to make it harder to figure out where you were going into the dungeon.
Nice.
Right? I mean, why else? Like, it's bizarre, don't you think? Like,
yeah.
Somebody made all of these textures and made this a model that was put into the world, but there's no purpose to it.
I think it was to make up for them simplifying the actual dungeon. So you actually still got...
This is what I'm saying. In Classic, this was here. The whole time, all of the area we're in now has been here. But it had no purpose until Cataclysm.
Oh. Oh, see, I always thought this stuff was actually in the dungeon back in Classic.
No. All this outside stuff has not changed in any way physically. It's exactly as it is in Classic.
That is very cool, then.
Yeah, it is cool. It's not only cool, but it's just kind of weird. Like, they spent time on some, like I said, somebody physically made this area and then did nothing with it afterwards. It's odd.
Maybe it was always a giant corrupted egg. Why does that get its own tooltip? Oh, now it doesn't have a tooltip. Oh, that's weird. Sorry.
Oh, I see. Giant corrupted green egg. Yeah.
Midna says that was the original way to the dungeon. It was full of elites.
Well, not that. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's like 3 different ways to go, and the 2 of the areas we just explored were not ways that anybody would go. So it's like, why did they put them in the game? It's really odd. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe there was supposed to be something there, and they just never had time to get around to it back in Classic.
Possibly, yeah. That was easy. You're not getting me that easy. Oh, okay, so he goes back into the dungeon. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he's still in the dungeon. Alright, let's see. Turn this in. Okay. He has escaped. I should have known it would not be so easy. The path is clear, Metro. It is time to return. Blessing of the green dragonfly. You've done well, Metro. Jamalon may have escaped our grasp, but his retreat paves the way for me to enter the temples I desire. Stay where you are and do not move. I will hasten your return by pulling the spirit to me to the Emerald Dream. This may cause slight drowsiness. Uh-oh. Well, I don't want to leave yet.
I already did it.
Gotcha. That's a shame. I'm gonna take a minute then. I just want to look
Okay,
at something
yeah.
real quick. I want to see what the actual entrance
Good luck.
has
friend.
been replaced by, since there's not.
I will have some buff food while I wait for you. And disenchant stuff and that kind of thing.
Oh, they just put like a wall here. You can't even go down where it normally is. That's weird. Okay, that's fine. See if we can do it in combat. Oh, I messed up though, didn't I? I don't have
Nope.
the quest anymore.
Surely it's still in your
How
quest
do-
log. You can just hit complete
No,
and accept. Or...
no, I completed the old one, but I didn't accept the new one because I didn't want to get ported out. So I guess all I have to do is just run out the old-fashioned way. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see, where have I at my disenchant? Let's see.
It's weird though. Yeah, so they just put a wall there. They did change this area slightly physically, but there's still basically 3 different ways to go, and 2 of them go to a place that had never any purpose in Classic, but now does in Kata, so that's cool.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good that they actually, I mean, that was the same way with Dead Mines, really. Like, some of those areas that we explored when we did the quest were not, you just, again, it felt like they were just there for you to potentially get lost. I think that is probably the answer. Like,
Yeah.
they designed areas to make them feel larger than they were, just so people would feel like they're exploring, kind of thing. Even though there wasn't any quests or anything to loot or anything like that in those areas. Yeah, he's right. Black Fathom Depths was like that too.
Yep. Theo says, and if you remember, Yogg's human form was a lady called Sarah. Okay.
Anyway, you might want to clear a path back to me, because it's going to take me forever to get out on my own.
The thing is, I don't know the path back to you. I get lost as soon as I take my first bend down here.
Yeah. Okay, it's going to take me quite a while then.
I'm heading towards you, though. I'm underwater.
Actually, no, it's not. There's no mobs. I forgot. It's only the bottom area that there were any mobs. I'm good.
Okay.
I forgot that they got rid of all these mobs here.
Centered by Broussard, cleared away by the Kings.
Then I will
picked
just
up by Martinez.
deal with my
Yep,
phone.
good. I'm almost back.
Squishy is entirely correct, Theo. Cahoon is not a real old god. He is an experiment gone wrong. The blood trolls were attempting to make an old god.
And they did, right?
No, they did not. They made something akin to an
It's
old
as
god.
close as you're gonna get. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can't make an old god. That's not how being an old god works.
Yeah. Well, I think what Theo's talking about is that when Gul'dan talks about she will be waiting, and Yogg-Saron is the god of death, so could be
Right.
Theo. Good call.
Okay, performed a great service for me. Am I kind? Accept this as a symbol of my gratitude for your courage. Oh, a neck. Oh, that's a great neck. Oh my
I know, it's
God,
a great
that's
upgrade,
great
isn't
neck.
it?
Oh, wow. What's going on here? Okay, the heart of the temple. Okay, so that's a dungeon quest. We're not going to pick that one up. To Marsh Tide Watch. Regardless of whether you assist me within the temple, your people must be told of what is brewing here. North of the temple, humans of your mortal alliance have built what they call Marsh Tide Watch. They war with the horde across the swamp, a raging conflict that I foresee only worsening. It is not my role to interfere in mortal affairs. I simply ask you bring warnings to your people of what lurks within the temple. Alright,
Let's
so
do
that's
it.
a neck on that is a great neck.
I know.
It's blue automatically too, that's really cool. Oh, that's 2 out of 4 already, wow. Okay, so March Tide Watch is up north there, yeah.
Yep.
That sounds flying by, really.
Contextual says heresy everywhere. Disagree.
Well, don't tell Heresy Examiner Zalmo.
Contextual says heresy. You're once again vastly ahead of me.
Yeah, because you took a really weird route around.
Well, that's the only steps off of the temple. That's the way I went.
You didn't need to take the steps, though. This isn't like a real-life scenario where you have to be nice and take steps.
I didn't realize I could get off any other way. Like, I didn't realize...
Yeah, the whole temple is it's like one platform that you could have ran around to the backside and jumped off.
I was unaware.
Well, now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
That's what I've heard. It's an interesting little area.
Now if I can get up out of the water...
Yep.
I'm going to find a way out. Does not appear to be one.
It's on the sides of this bridge area.
There we go. I'm coming. Don't get too far ahead of me.
You got it. I went back to find you, but you had found the way out, it looks like.
Yep.
Safe travels.
Alright, let's turn it in. Joanna Blueheart. Oh, she's wearing the D2 gear. Nice. Trouble with the temple. I wish we could spare forces to deal with it. The war with Stonard is already raging, and we need every man you get. That's always the case, right? This dragon talks about this like existential threat to all of humanity, and you tell this stupid human commander about it, and they're like, "Oh, I wish we could worry about that, but we can't possibly worry about that." Let's get back to the other story now.
We've got
funny,
orcs
right?
to kill. Yep.
Orcs and humans. Oh, that's a great name.
They should make a
with
game
war
out of
rage
it.
across the entire world, the last thing we need is a horde settlement right in our backyard. Redwood, Dustwood, even Elwyn has fell. All the Mardims. We need the first strike. We don't plan to give breath to then. So consider yourself deployed. Grab a weapon. Join the rest of the troops on Bloodmine. There we go. So there we go.
Okay,
All
there are
right.
more quests over here by this with this dude here that take
see
us
him,
up to the
yeah.
Draenei settlement, or the
Valaru.
Lost Ones settlement, actually.
The lost ones. Uh-oh. Yo, this is getting kind of spooky. Good thing it's Halloween, right? Oh, speaking of. Shade scale back on. Now it's nighttime in the swamp. Oh, it looks alright.
Nice.
Not too bad.
Contextual says orcs are heresy. They must be purged. Disagree.
Incorrect. So we're gonna do. Are they both all together? All these quests together?
I think there's two that are in here. Lost
Yeah.
Ones Slain and Dranithus crystals, and then the other two are to the south, across the lake.
Got it.
I don't think we share
Now,
crystals.
there's
But
a
there's-
lot of opportunities for rares called Lost One Chieftain and Lost One Cook. And there's also 2 opportunities for chests, so keep an eye out for any of that.
I will. Right now, this hunter that's shooting me with his bow needs to die, though.
Yep.
Contextual says, drink the swamp water, cop and Metro. You shall be conquerors. But we shall never be
Swamp
slaves.
water. I don't think that works like that. Yeah.
We shall never be slaves. But we will be conquerors.
Oh. When?
When we get to 120, then we will have conquered this challenge.
That's true. You know what? I didn't even think about this. There's something that looks like a chest here, but doesn't seem to be applicable.
I love
Wait,
my
actually, I
little
wonder.
reflective shield that explodes on enemies.
That's a good spell right there, man. I'm telling you, one of the better spells.
Contextual says, thanks to the skeletons and corpses in the water, it's filled with calcium, and you need the calcium.
Not wrong, I guess.
Yeah, he's
I
got a
don't know.
point. But, I don't know.
Not a nutritionist. Certainly
Yeah.
not in game. Let's see.
What's this dude here? Earth Grab Totem, that's what that dude is.
Kill him.
He is dead.
Don't let him grab you.
He grabbed me many times, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was stuck like 3 times by it.
Gross. I'll kill him for you. There you go. I killed him again. Second version.
Take that lost
There, we
one
didn't
muck
see-
dweller.
Let's see the rare anywhere, so I guess we're not gonna get him. That's weird. 2 rares. We've seen. There's a lot of rares that we could have seen in this area so far, but not seen any of them. Maybe there's another person who's been
Yeah,
here
just
slightly ahead
scooped
of us.
them up.
Okay, so we're done with these lost one quests, right?
Yep. Now we go
Pretty
south
dangerous.
to get the peons and stuff.
Oh, I see. This area is like a battlefield now. What the hell?
Yep, there's a big battlefield in between the two, like the major alliance
Wow, that's
place
kind of cool.
and the major horde place, Stonard. And we actually get to invade Stonard.
Oh wow, seriously?
Yep, there's a, it's an
Wait.
instance version of Stonard.
But we don't win, surely.
Yep,
So what happens to the horde version?
the horde version, they win and drive us back out of Stonard after we win.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's how I remember it happening. So
That's bizarre. We also need to. Apparently, there's peons somewhere. I think they're a bit deeper into the area we're in.
yeah, they're like chopping at trees and stuff.
Of
Things,
course, as is expected of them.
yes, peon
As is
things.
proper.
Yes. Theo says, "Oh, by the way, cop, hope your back is feeling better." It is now that the pain pills are starting to kick in. It took like 4 extra
Take
strength,
fentanyl.
4 extra strength back pills, and it's just starting to not feel pain.
What pills though?
Well, 2 of them were Aleve, and 2 of them were extra strength Kirkland muscle and back pain relief. I don't even know what it is.
Mixing brands. That's risky, isn't it?
I've been taking pain pills for over 40 years.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, I don't like to complain, but I haven't been without pain for over 4 decades of one kind or another.
Yeah.
So. You learn to deal.
Kirkland is not an official sponsor. Alright, so let's see. We need one more.
Correct, Midna. Kirkland is not an official sponsor of this stream.
There's no official sponsors, right? So.
No, although I'm not adverse to having an official sponsor. I would enjoy that.
St. Jude's, that'd be crazy, huh?
Well, St. Jude's is a non-profit, but I would still accept them as a unpaid sponsor.
Right. They're a non-profit on paper.
Well, considering they never charge for their services.
But they have nurses who work there, so obviously
Yeah.
they have to get money somewhere.
Yep, everything is from donations. Like 80% of what they get is from donations.
Yep.
The rest is, I believe it's through government subsidies.
Yeah, that's usually how it ends up working. That's the thing that's confusing because, like, businesses that are technically a non-profit, the people who work and own the business still make money. It's just the business itself technically does not.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't think we'd make it over that wall. Nice.
Yep, I'm magic.
What can I
Alright,
do?
turning all this in. Is that shoulders? Tied to darkness next, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, those shoulders are nice.
I love how
Makes sense.
all the references in this zone.
Yeah, this is a good one, huh? I mean, it makes complete
Farewell.
sense. It's like basically the start of like pretty much all the Warcraft stuff starts here.
Yep.
So. No, 53, nice. All right, now footman marked, Stonard Warlock slain. Deliver the Dranathis crystals to Acherite Afun and Stonard Ogres. What the hell?
The
Those are
Draenei, that's at that other Draenei outpost that we got on the way into the
The
zone.
Harborage.
Yeah.
Well, you got the flight path there, right?
Yep, we can just go do that right now if you want.
You want to? Well, I don't know. I think I should probably do the other quest first.
Yep. Okay.
Banner of the Fallen to mark 7 fallen Marshtide footmen. Is that just back where the war area was happening?
Yeah, we're going to be going through that warrior area quite a bit.
Okay.
And eventually we'll get a thing to invade Stonard, and that's when Stonard becomes whatchamacallit.
Yeah, I see. Oh, this is like... Oh, what the hell? I should read what's going on here. This is like
Yep.
changed now that we're...
Instanced
read
or
this.
what have you.
We've taken more than we've lost, but we've still lost too much. Too many brave alliance have given their lives. I want to read about the warlocks.
Okay.
Just killing ogres won't be enough. The ogres themselves are being summoned into the battlefield far too rapidly. I need you to go far beyond the enemy line and seek out their summoners. The orcs are using warlocks to bring their reinforcements in. This is not how the Horde works. They don't have ogres. What the hell is going on here?
Well, back in Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2 they did. They had ogres.
Right, but this isn't Warcraft 1 or 2, is it?
Yeah.
The
But
battle's proceeding just the way I wanted it, with their warriors nearly exhausted. I've sent in our cavalry. What I wasn't expecting was ogres. Our knights are well matched against the brutes, but they're going to need help. Yeah, you weren't expecting ogres because the orcs of current WoW do not associate with ogres.
Oh, but they do. There's actually in the other swamp in Kalimdor, there's a settlement of ogres that are part of the Horde. They're just not a playable
Where?
race. What's that swamp? Where Jaina's place is, Theramore.
Oh, Dustwallow?
Yeah, that's your main quest hub is an ogre base.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I guess you're right. I wouldn't say that that's... I guess technically you're right. But they don't have them in the standing army, is my point. Like,
No, well, there was some that followed Rexar, and there was a whole tribe of ogres that followed Rexar, and that's who
interesting.
the ones in that swamp are.
I would love to be an ogre, honestly. If I could play an ogre, I would play an ogre. Ogre Death Knight, could you imagine? That would be so crazy.
It'd be sick. Okay, we gotta find
so I have not.
portals.
Have you marked any footmen yet?
No, I haven't seen any.
Yeah.
I think we'll share those. Is the
There's the warlocks, though.
Oh yeah, I see you, Warlock.
Oh, he's wearing like... Oh my god. I swear they're like basically trying to put Warcraft 2 into this game. He's wearing gear that like they wore in the old days as well.
Oh, nice.
Crazy.
Warlocks over here.
It's interesting, but like it's not the same. Like these characters are not evil anymore. Like in the original games, orcs were just evil. Like now,
Oh, yeah.
orcs are not evil anymore.
Yeah, because back then the orcs were being controlled by the Burning Legion.
Yeah. I had forgotten that this was a thing, but in Warcraft 3, when you're playing in the Undead campaign, you actually like talk about the orcs and like go against them as the undead. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Arthas is like, who are these orcs, blah blah blah, and Kel'Thuzad's like, they once fought with the Burning Legion, but they failed, so we have to kill them, kind of thing.
Yep. Oh, Squishy's right as well. Rexar brought the ogres into the Horde during Warcraft 3 by defeating the leader of that particular clan of ogres.
Hmm.
And Rexar is actually a Mach Nathal. He's half orc, half ogre.
Yeah, I knew that much. But it's just weird, because, I mean, you don't see ogres anywhere in World of Warcraft. Other than in Classic, I guess. They're not present in any other
Here's
zone
one that we
or
can
any
mark.
other, like...
Oh, no, that's a...
I don't know what we're
orc
doing here.
warrior.
I have no idea.
Here's a fallen footman that we can mark.
Oh. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what they'll
we
look
probably ran
like.
by a ton of them then.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Okay.
No
See them
contextual.
now,
I didn't kill that orc warlock to threaten you. Contextual identifies very heavily as a warlock.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
I'd never leveled the warlock, but to be honest, an orc warlock sounds pretty cool. Although an undead warlock sounds even cooler.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I'm really getting addicted to having multiple characters and stuff now. It's weird. So weird.
I have infected you with my alcoholism.
You kind of have, man. You're kind of ruining, like, man, it's harming my character. Like, I'm definitely worried about A3 because when A3 comes out, I feel like I'm going to still end up playing these alts and these leveling characters more than my main, and my main's just going to get mad behind like yours. I don't want that to happen, that's for sure.
Oh, my main is not that mad behind.
And you haven't done a Mythic Plus in 6 weeks.
Yeah, but as I said, there's not really a lot of gear I can get out of it. My next level
that's
70.
Not true. With Titan Forging, obviously. But... Anyway, let's see. So that was 3. You just got one. They're hard to see, but I keep seeing the orc ones.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, here's one. Here's one. Boom. 4.
Good job.
You have to like freaking zoom in to see them.
Yeah, that's probably my issue, is that I'm not zoomed in enough to see them.
They're probably not on the other side, so I guess we'll just keep looking here.
Yep. I found one.
Cool.
There we go.
Might
5.
as well. So this actually brings up an interesting topic that I think I'll like to hear your opinions on.
Okay.
Do you know, you've heard about the game Crusader Kings, the game I've talked about and played for a while?
I've heard you talk about it many times.
Yeah, okay. So Crusader Kings 2 came out like 10 years ago. I don't know how long, but Crusader Kings 3 just got announced this last weekend at Paradox's convention. And it immediately made me think, why would they make a third one? Like, for what purpose would they make a third one? And then that question got turned into, if they were to make a World of Warcraft 2, why would they make a second one? What do you think about the possibility of a Warcraft 2?
I think it's one of those things that just... It's... To me, Warcraft 2 was called The Burning Crusade. And World of Warcraft 3 was Wrath of the Lich King. Because to me, each time they do an expansion, they're changing enough that it's almost a different game. So I don't think they need to make a World of Warcraft 2.
Crusader Kings 2 is exactly the same way. They have DLCs that are effectively expansions that come out every few months, like 6 to 10 months. So it's basically the same game. I actually, like, when I gave them all my feedback at BlizzCon, I compared Blizzard to their studio because I feel like Blizzard does a worse job in many ways than this studio, and it's got like 50 people in that studio. It's almost identical, like how the games work, and that's why I was so surprised when they're making a third game, because the reason they made the fourth game was obvious, or the second game was obvious, because the graphics of the first game was just absolutely terrible. But now it's like, what are they going to improve on that would warrant me buying a game? So it'd be the same with WoW, right? 10 years of expansions, all of a sudden, those are all just gone, and we're making a whole new game from scratch.
Yep.
Why would they do that?
Yep. I totally agree.
Yeah. So you'd think they shouldn't do a World of Warcraft?
No. I think there's no need to do a Warcraft 2. Exactly as you say. What is there to improve on that can't be done with just putting an expansion?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, that's even the way I feel about Crusader. Like, honestly, when Crusader Kings 3, I've never been, like, I play games. I've never been not excited when a game was, like, you know what I mean? I've never heard of a game coming out and not been excited. But when I saw that, I was like, I'm even gonna buy that. It's stupid. I've spent so much time with Crusader Kings 2. It's like, why would I don't want to even do that? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I did look into it more, and some of the ideas, like the main thing is the map was seriously limited by the old engine. Now they're making a whole new map and a new engine, and it's just gonna like be way more detailed. Like, you think about a game like that, the map is the entire world, so
yeah,
it's got to be pretty difficult to make, you know. So it's understandable. Not a problem like that in World of Warcraft, luckily.
No,
but
no.
You know, conceivably, what they could have done was made a lot better graphics, a lot better support, maybe for like add-ons or I don't know, something like that. Like, I don't know.
Did you get credit for that supplies?
No.
Okay, so we don't share those as well. Just checking. But yeah, no, I mean, if there was a natural break in the story, you know, like where, say, Azeroth was completely and utterly destroyed and the entirety of the Alliance and Horde had to evacuate to Draenor. Maybe. Because then you could
That's
start
interesting.
completely from scratch, right?
Yeah.
But
Well,
without
there's
that
a lot of talk about 10.0 not being a thing and being just a new game at that point. So that's why it got brought up to me. 'Cause people were saying it's a likely. I don't know though.
I don't know. To me, there'd have to be some kind of cataclysmic, and not to use a term that's lost its meaning, but there'd have to be something cataclysmic happen story-wise to make it necessary.
What are we doing?
I'm looking for those crates. I think I still need one. Let me check.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I still need one supplies.
But so the difference here is like you would think that would be why they would make a new game, but Crusader Kings 3, again, very parallel to WoW, is not doing that for that reason. There's no like, you know what I mean? There's no story. It's not that kind of game anyway, so it's a bit different. But it's just the exact same game, but made again, basically.
Gotcha.
And the main complaint that everybody has is these games are like just like WoW. If you went back to Classic, you'd lose like 90% of the game. So it's like nobody wants to go backwards. Basically, so it's like I'm not really sure how it could even work in WoW. Because if they did make a WoW 2, what content isn't there? Like, are they gonna literally start over and make all the expansions again?
Yeah.
Or would we'd start where we left off in 10.0, and then they'd build new expansions from there? I don't know.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Like, what are they adding that we don't already have? Is that a brand new planet? Like, is Azeroth completely destroyed and we have to evacuate to a planet that, say, Illidan has reclaimed for us that used to be, held by the Burning Legion, maybe? Something like that. But there has to be, because, they have to get rid of everything if they're going to do a WoW 2.0.
I think you're overthinking it, though. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not... The model that these games follow doesn't necessitate that. Like, it wouldn't be like Witcher 2, where it's like a completely different everything. It would be the exact same World of Warcraft, just with apparently much better technology. That would be why.
Well,
they
then
would do it,
what's the point in doing that as opposed
Right.
to an expansion, right?
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think they should do it. Just
I
like
mean,
don't think they
if
should
they're
make
just
Crusader Kings
doing
3,
it
but-
to satisfy the memes and the people who have nothing better to do than complain.
You need something?
Well, I mean, that's a pretty pessimistic viewpoint, but what they would be doing is hopefully turning the game into a modern looking, if they were going to do it, they'd be dramatically improving the combat modules, they'd be dramatically improving the ability to like, like add-ons and development in general for this game is really restricted. Like, it's probably a pain in the ass for people who write and make add-ons, so maybe something like that could change. Like, that was one of the big things with Crusader Kings 2, is that like 50% of the game is hard-coded, meaning you cannot edit it.
Yeah.
And it really restricts what people could do modding-wise in that game. So now they're saying that 100% of the game is going to be moddable in this new, a huge thing. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this. We're trying to save a dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is all about us saving a dude
Oh, I see. Mag
who's
Tour.
been injured or sick or something.
Oh, that's cool. Well, that's oh my god, a lot of quests. Thank you, Warrior. I'm afraid it may be too late, but I refuse to give up, even if the XR itself does not hear my cries. Okay. Prayer Blossom.
Being kind to those less fortunate.
XR has not answered my pleas, Metro. I'm afraid you're the only ones who can help poor Magtor. What's this, his father or something?
I don't know.
Because this is like actually a regular Draenei, and then this guy's like a broken Draenei. It would be so cool if you could be a broken Draenei.
Oh,
I
I'd
think
like
I
that.
would actually... Yeah, I think I'd actually play a Draenei. I don't really like... I don't know. Lightforge is alright, but they're just so bulky.
Yeah.
What I really dislike is their lower half. Like, their legs are so disjointed, it seems like they have like a freaking backwards orientation on their legs.
Well, they're goats,
Goats.
right?
Yeah, I know, but it's so dumb. It's not... stupid looking. It makes pants look really dumb.
Yeah. I think Squishy's got a point. He says that's why World of Warcraft is such a smart game, because you only need the one. I mean, you can change anything you want basically by having an expansion.
Well, that's the thing. You can't. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, you could have said that same thing about Crusader Kings too. It was like, oh, so much is moddable, so much is changeable, blah blah blah. But in reality, it's not true. There's a lot of things that you cannot change in World of Warcraft, and obviously from a community perspective, that's true. But even from a game perspective, like, they cannot change the engine that the game uses. It's not possible. You know what I mean? So if they wanted to, like, drastically improve the graphics for this game, it can only go so far. Eventually,
You don't think they could put out a complete new engine and people would just install?
That's not how it works. That's not possible.
They could just
game
say
is written on top of the engine. They'd have to remake the game in order to
yeah,
change
yeah,
the
yeah.
engine.
But you don't think they could do that and just import people's characters into it?
Well, yeah, that's not what we're talking about, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that doesn't have to be a WoW 2.0.
Right.
That could just be the next expansion uses a complete brand new engine.
But it would be a different video game. Like, you'd have to uninstall this one and install that one. Is my point. You know?
Sure. I guess.
Even though, like, even if this, I didn't even consider whether or not characters would get deleted. That was not even on my mind at the time when I was talking about this. It's just like the actual physical partition that you have in your computer would have to have a difference. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by a new game. I get you.
I guess maybe I'm getting too bogged down in semantics, but to me, it's that's kind of one of the things. Like, it wouldn't have to be a WoW 2.0. It would just be, the next expansion, completely done new.
I think they are very creative with what they have done with a very limited engine, and I don't think they have a need to make a WoW 2 for the engine's limitations only. But I do think, another 10 years from now, if this game's still getting developed, there's no way they can keep the graphics like how working as they do now. It's obvious that, like, the game does not run very well at times because of the... I mean, there's even, like, I don't know, I was actually doing this. I went to the Northern Barrens, and there's quests that the model for the mobs are gone. Like, they're just not there anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of stuff is, like, it's pretty obvious that they've tried to make so many changes to this game such a long period of time that you kind of lose it eventually.
Yeah. Well, and that's, that's what they said going back to Classic. They peeled back the expansions just to see what they had, and half of the original game just wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because it's been patched so many times.
Okay, yeah, it's an interesting concept. They're obviously not going to announce a WoW 2 next week, but it just makes me think, like, when do they have to do it? And I think eventually it has to happen. I don't think it's optional. It will have to happen eventually.
I think it comes down to, what do you consider a WoW 2.0? Is a brand new engine a WoW 2.0, or is the brand new game where nothing ports over character-wise from the original game of WoW 2.0?
Yeah, that's true. That's a lot more. That's the big difference between this game and that game. Like, there's no characters or anything. That you can just do whatever you want. So that's the big difference for sure. I do think if they did make a second game, for me, if they made a second game and I had to start over, there better be a goddamn good reason for it. You know what I mean? Like,
well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if that was my original thing, is like, well, they would have to destroy Azeroth, and
I see why you said that now. Yeah, it's interesting.
Because if
I
they're
would
starting,
assume that if they made a WoW 2, you wouldn't start over, but you did.
Well, and
then again, they better make a hell of a reason for it.
Yeah, exactly. Theo says they tried that with Titan. That was supposed to be a new era of WoW, and they scrapped it, remember? I thought they turned Titan into Overwatch. I thought that was how that
Titan was a FPS, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with WoW.
Eventually just turned
They were trying to make Destiny, I think, pretty much is what they were doing with Titan. And then Destiny was just, I guess, maybe better, or I don't know. But that's what they were trying to make, a MMO FPS, which is Destiny.
Okay, I still need 5 more of these little prayer blossoms.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think Blizzard realized if they were going to go into the FPS genre, they were never going to be able to compete with something like Call of Duty or Halo or anything like that, so they went a completely different direction. And that's why they went the way of Overwatch, where it's
Yeah, I mean, Overwatch, both, like, if they did an MMO FPS, it would have been different enough at the time. I don't think there was an MMO FPS out there. Although, I don't know, is that what Eve is? I've never actually played that game.
Neither have I. We'd have to ask Siler. He's played every single MMO that's ever existed.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, I don't know, maybe there have been some, but from my knowledge, when Destiny came out, it was like the only MMO FPS I've ever seen.
Contextual says Eve Online.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
I know it has a bunch of sci-fi stuff, so I assume it might be a shooter, but doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Yeah.
I'm unaware of any other MMO FPSs, so if you guys know of one, bring it up.
Yep.
Otherwise, forever hold your peace.
Theo says Destiny and Destiny 2 is pretty much is a shooter MMO. Yeah, I kind of figured.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what Titan was supposed to be, was a MMO FPS. And then they pivoted to Team Fortress 2 type game instead.
Yeah.
Oh, Firefall. Hey, Dark Linux, what's up?
Hey, Dark Linux.
Firefall, interesting.
I've never heard of that.
I knew
one.
about that game. That's the game Mark Kern worked on, right?
Oh, okay. Okay, I am done and heading back to the Arborage. Contextual classify
Yeah,
EVE
so
Online
many-
as a spaceflight simulator MMO.
Yeah. I mean, I know somebody who's playing EVE right now. That's why I wasn't sure. It must still be popular. But, I don't know anything about it, so I didn't know if it was a shooter or not. And when I say I don't know anything about it, I mean I don't even know a single thing about it. Like, I've never even seen a picture of it, so...
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. Oh, there's a candy bucket as well. Did you get that?
Nope, I will go get that.
I forgot. Nope.
Oh, you're a slime now. I can
a
see you
slime.
doing the whirlwind thing.
How funny is that, right? I want to see what happens when I get fire blood up. I need 10 seconds and then I'll use it.
Oh, I can't. I had to trick or treat first, where I could trick or treat.
Yeah. Okay. Here, watch my screen. See what happens.
Oh wow! You're all
Frickin'
red
fiery.
on fire. Wow!
Hey there, guys. It's Blobtro.
Guys, it's Blobtro. We're back with some more blob stuff for you.
That's a good one. Not too bad.
The
All
mother
right.
of
Anyway,
multiple
flare. Okay, we
problems.
turn all these in.
I thought there was 3 quests. I just turned 2 in.
Yeah, I thought there was as well.
Good help.
You're gonna do, oh, one was to Blasted Lands.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's why it was a breadcrumb.
We won't go to Blasted Lands.
No.
Well, not yet anyway.
Yeah.
We will eventually, but.
Yep. Squishy says Metro Blob.
Yep, that's what I just said. Yeah. Smoky Crystal and Pure Spring Moat.
I have no idea.
Where's that?
I don't know.
Well,
Might have
you
to
don't
read
know,
it.
and I don't know. I'll read it. The
Oh,
Grill
it's.
are
I think
forest
it's down
birds
in
that-
this cave down here. Oh.
Yeah, I think you might be right, actually.
Yeah.
Dwell in the valley more as one of the winds, summoning gusts of breeze at their whim. This pure air may be incorporated into my memory for poor Magtor. Gather the smoky crystal found within the Grell's bodies. I must just take care. Hey, this bridge. This is such a weird bridge, don't you think? I think it's the only bridge in the game that looks like this.
Covered like that. Yeah. Like the bridges of Madison County.
Just the base, too, though, right? Like, look at the base. It
Oh,
doesn't...
yeah, that's neat.
Now, there used to be a quest that involved this bridge, and I think that's why they did it, but it's not anymore, I'm sure, in the game.
Theo says, "Wah ha 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 ha! Metro Blob doing dungeons as a blob. Wow, that would be entertaining." Contextual says, "Imagine getting ganked by a blob. That'd heck me off."
Maybe not this way, huh? Not actually sure where said cave is.
Oh, I think, yeah, it's a little bit to the west. If you look on the map, a little bit closer to the exit, the western exit that we came in, and then there's a big lake there, and then we go straight south. Where You see where
Oh, Pure Spring
Dream
Elementals. This must,
Yeah, see where
I'm here.
Dreamwatcher Forktongue is? I think that's the cave.
Yeah. Dreamwatcher Forktongue. What?
He's a rare. He's on my map.
Ah, I see. Yeah, there we go. Is there any items that turn you into a broken? Toys?
Not that I'm aware of off the top of my head.
I'm gonna look it up. Let's see. Broken Draenei toys. Mark of the Ash Tongue. Turns you into one. Disguise yourself as an Ash Tongue broken. 30 minutes. That's from time walking badges. 1,250 time walking badges during Outland.
That's now. You
Is
can go
it?
get it right now. Yeah, that's what's.
I think I want to get that. Your memory's not much better than mine, but if you can remember to do this at the end of the stream, I would like to do that because I want to. Maybe I have it already. Actually, I remember buying a bunch of stuff. Let's see.
Yeah, I remember buying a bunch of stuff. Let me check my toys here. See if I've got it or not. I have it. Mark of the Ash Tongue. See, I am now an Ash Tongue.
I don't. Okay. That's pretty cool. It doesn't change your gear or anything either, huh?
Nope.
It's a 30-minute CD, but how long does it last?
5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes. Man, that sucks. I hate that they do that.
Yeah.
That sucks. 5 minutes. I mean, that's not even long enough to do anything. It's gonna take us longer than 5 minutes to finish this quest. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's cool, though. I guess at least there is some object. Wait, there's nothing even in this cave.
Sorry.
It's
Must be
literally
some
empty. There's probably just the rare can be in there, maybe.
Yeah.
There's a
we
chance
done?
for a treasure chest right here. Let's see.
Smoky crystals. Where the heck are the smoky crystals? I'm going to read the quest. The Grail are forest spirits that wander the Misty Valley to the east, though they resemble imps. Oh, it's to the east of the Arborage. Yep.
Whoops. Yeah, see, I read the quest, but you had basically convinced me it was in the cave from the get-go, so I just...
Well, I knew something was down here. Here, the water elementals were down here.
Yeah, you're right. Water ellies. I love water elementals, man.
Yeah. I've always kind of had a bugaboo about water elementals. I've always said that water elementals should go to resto shamans, and that mages should actually get an ice elemental.
I agree. Yeah, totally agree. Resto shaman should have an elemental that it could summon. Well, it can't summon rock ellie, but it'd be cool
Here
if they
we
had
go.
one that was like definitely for them.
Yeah. Something that, you know, even if it aided with healing a little bit or something.
Right, yeah, instead of Ascendance, actually. That would be the way to do it. Oh, got an achievement. So did you. It's nice to actually be on the same progress of achievements together for once.
Yep.
That's not the way.
Did I go the wrong way?
You're going the wrong way, cop.
No. That is completely an unprecedented event.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, to the best of us, right? Even a broken clock's right twice a day or whatever. That's the opposite of the conversation we were having right now, really.
Even a broken goes in the right direction once in a while.
There you go.
4 of 5.
I'm 10 of 5, so I'll wait.
Okay. We're ready to go. Beltuck says, hey, I'm just jumping in here mid-raid. Hope you're doing well. We got to Orgazoa at 14% now. Hopefully we kill that eyeball tonight. 62 wipes in. Good luck, buddy.
Glad somebody's raiding. You think we're coming back here? Because there's a treasure up there and that's possible. Probably coming back here, yeah.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
So I'm going to read this. So I noticed the other day during one of my dungeon runs, when I put out the Transmorpher toy, when the Guardian Druid used it, he turned into a broken Draenei. Usually when it turns you into a non-playable race, it usually keeps your blah blah blah. But in this instance, when I hover over the tank's name, it said Broken Druid. Are there any non-playable races that have this feature? And that's interesting. So apparently one of the options for this transmorpher toy could be a Draenei as well. I don't know. Must be a comma, I guess.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I think a comma is the only broken Draenei deck. No, because there's that one in one of the I think it's like one of the Steamvault dungeons. That's a boss.
Oh yeah, that's probably the one actually, because a comma ends up being a good guy.
Yeah, it's Shade of a comma that we have to kill in Black
Yeah.
Temple.
Let's see if I'm gonna reshape. I got turned into freaking free all boss. Oh.
Well, I'm gonna reshape as well.
Have at this! Your fire burns within me.
Oh yeah, it
Ooh.
actually says Orc Warrior when you hover over my name now. That's interesting. What did you get? Oh,
I have
you got
no
an
idea.
Eridar or something.
Yeah, some kind of Eridar.
Still says Dark Iron for you though. That's interesting.
Still says Dark Iron for you though.
Oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. What does it say when you hover over your name then? Because mine
Dark
says
Iron
Orc
Paladin.
Warrior. Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, it says Dark Iron Warrior. Oops. I went into the inn. I meant to go in here.
Oh, there's Felon. What the hell?
Yeah.
Warm wishes to
Level 54.
remember the lessons of the past.
Even now, the true battle between the forces of light and darkness approaches. Wow. We'll all be called to join, and in the face of conflict. It's too fast. I can't read it. Huh. That's interesting. Velen just shows up. That's the new Velen model as well, of course.
Yep. That's what they do as soon as there's a new model.
Yeah.
Man, I'm really liking this Eridar model I've got on.
It's a good one. I bet you are. Yeah. Wait, are we done? Oh, no,
Yeah,
it's
as
still
soon as he dies, I think we finish.
Gotcha.
That's the last one.
That's it. Well, that was a quick zone. You were right. Oh, a trinket. Heals self for 103 damage. 2 minutes CD. Probably never use it, but another trinket is not a problem. Both trinkets pretty much useless for us, so.
Yeah. I mean, I can heal both of us as much as we ever need healing.
Yeah, exactly. It's just never gonna get any value.
The Legion's
Well, I still
end
have about an
draws
hour,
near.
so I mean, we might as well get started, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got it. Mine upgraded to a blue.
Oh,
Yeah, do you
nice.
want to
No,
start
it's
the
blue by
Blasted
default.
Lance?
Yeah, I'd say so, right? I mean, I have still have an hour, so we're definitely not gonna finish it, but I'm sure we can get at least some parts of it done.
Yeah. Just need to drop some stuff off at a vendor.
Help you?
Ooh, two-handed mace. It's not quite an upgrade.
See.
I have no idea where I'm going. And I
The
don't
Blasted
see you.
Lands, right?
Yeah, yeah. But without opening my map, I have no idea where that is. Okay, I see. I follow the road and take a left at the junction. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they got rid of all the green dragons in this zone, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah, I think they're
Jeez.
still in the dungeon, but other than that,
Yeah, they are, because now I was looking this up a while ago when I was oh god, just got, oh man, this is not good.
I'm coming.
Where are you?
I'm coming.
I'm gonna die for sure unless you help out here. Just got rooted and dismounted by like 5 mobs.
You stay away from Metro.
Nice, thanks.
Happy I could help.
What were we saying? I was saying something, I don't know.
Enoch
Inakayura
Kayun!
or something. Alright, thanks, that was helpful. I would have died
Glad I could help.
otherwise. Guess we'll follow the road from now on just to be safe.
Yeah.
Anyway, the green dragons, that's what it was. The only way to get green dragon scale in the game now is apparently in Sunken Temple.
Oh.
Because there's no green dragons out in the world anymore.
Well, during the anniversary event, you can kill green dragons. Those are world bosses, though.
Yeah. Talking about normally.
Yeah. Oh, you remember this orc warrior? He had the quest for the horde to go into the blasted lands.
Yeah, is this not here anymore?
No, well, it's not
Not
for us
just
because we're
horde, it's-
allies.
No, it's both. It's both Alliance and Horde.
Oh,
The version starts at Netherguard Keep.
gotcha. Yeah, we've got a breadcrumb to go to Netherguard, so.
Yep. Oh my god, there's a lot of rares in this zone. What the hell? I guess they all can spawn in different spots. That's probably
Oh
why.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait, are they not the Blood Elves here anymore?
Nope, they're in a cave now,
Oh.
and we'll get our version of them, which is I think it's a dwarf.
Wait, what
Or
the
no.
hell is going on here? Why is there all of these mobs in front of Netherguard Keep?
They're fighting. They're fighting each other.
Oh. So this is
They're trying to
another
take-
Horde versus Alliance thing.
Yep. Well, because the Dark Horde's here, or Dark Iron, or the Iron Horde is here as well.
Really?
Yep.
The Iron Horde?
The Iron Horde destroys Netherguard Keep, right?
When?
As soon as we hit 90, I believe. Like it was part of
Oh,
the.
but they're not here now.
No, probably not. But they were part of
Okay.
the. They were part of the pre-event from
Yeah.
Warlords of
I
Draenor.
remember that. I thought you meant that that's why those mobs
Oh,
were fighting us.
no, I think that's just a standard or a Horde versus Alliance type of thing.
Yep.
Light be with you. Be careful.
I always say this, pro tip, if you ever plan on going to do Hellfire Peninsula, there is a quest in Hellfire Peninsula that requires you to buy something from Netherguard Keep, if you're Alliance, that is.
Really?
Yep, so save yourself a trip. What, did we not have a quest to turn in?
Yeah, but it's not from this guy. Someone else.
With Eonar Thunderbrew and Netherguard Keep.
It's probably in like an inn building or something like that.
Oh, it's probably in one of there's 4 rooms. Yeah. One of them is going to be an inn type thing.
No, not here. There's tons of buildings in this area.
Probably. Because I thought one of these rooms on the side was an inn. Oh, here's a candy bucket.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Coming back. Whereabouts? Which way?
Right where I am. Because this is.
I
I
see.
knew there
Oh,
was
what
an
the hell?
innkeeper here, right? So
There's an
that's-
innkeeper. That's
Yeah.
bizarre. This is not an innkeeper in Classic, I'm pretty sure. My bags already have one of these freaking handful of treats in it. There we go. Turned into a cat, unluckily. Alright, let's see. Probably, maybe it's in the blacksmith. There's so many, there's all different kinds of buildings here.
Oh yeah, he's alongside this building here. I remember now. Come with me.
Ah, I see it, yeah.
Come with me if you want to leave.
Well met.
What's that,
That's from Terminator
Predator?
2.
Feet on the ground.
Terminator
Oh,
and
Terminator.
Terminator 2.
We've seen countless ships sail past the shore to the southeast, but most pass by inconspicuously. Several days ago, however, a powerful storm carried several of the ships to shore and left them wrecked.
Okay,
So
for
do you
the
know
one
this zone very
quest,
well?
yeah, I know this. I know the start of this zone very well. So, for the scout the zone, we just come out here and literally go a certain amount into the zone.
Yeah, I didn't know this was even here. This is probably not here in Classic.
Yeah, and the boats that are on the shore are Worgen boats that have wrecked on the shore.
Oh yeah, drowned Gilnean settler. Okay, so it's definitely not here in Classic. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
there we go. Did you get credit for that?
Not yet, but I did now.
Excellent. Then we just go out the other side of Netherguard and we find there's going to be a stealth dude there. Sometimes they'll already be fighting with a guard to kill the Okralon scout.
Mm-hmm.
Ren says, why was the jack-o'-lantern sad? Because it felt hollow inside. Good one, Ren. Good one, buddy.
I don't think pumpkins can feel
Hello.
sadness, right?
Yeah.
Stormwind traveling merchant. What the hell is this?
See See you soon.
Completely out of supplies and the road is blocked by orcs. Most probably for a quest or something eventually.
Yeah.
Alright. So now we have to kill a scout or something?
Yeah.
Alright, we should have turned that quest in, I guess, right?
I did. There'll be 2 more from it.
Got it.
Shadow to the enemy.
Really bizarre if this is going to turn into a Worgen thing. This
It
is
does.
not what I expected to happen.
The end of the zone is a Worgen town on the southern coast.
Yes, I think I remember seeing inside do this zone, actually. He loves this zone.
I love this zone too. I don't think it's very efficient for leveling.
I mean, like, he does every single one of his routes come through this zone.
I believe it. Okay, so
Wait,
we can turn this
back
in
here,
up
probably,
here. Yeah. We'll get some more quests. There's basically 2 paths you can follow. Eventually they'll converge out each side of the fort, essentially.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like to go out the front of the fort to begin with, rather than the back towards the to the sea. But I mean, whatever you like.
I prefer the front to the back, typically.
Yep.
What can I do for you? Or the Alliance? Hey there. Have a good
Like I say, I really do enjoy this zone quite a bit, but I find it fairly inefficient. Because the most I've ever gotten out of this without XP boosts is 4 levels of the zone. So
Maybe it's Horde different, though. That's why he does it, because obviously he only ever does Horde.
yeah. Did you get all of the quests that I got?
Wait, what the hell is that? Dark Iron Mole Machine. Do you see that on the map?
Yes, that's one of the ones that we can click on.
Oh, where is it?
I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to look at the article.
No, it's on the map.
Hang on. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So it is. Let's go find it. You can
just at
click
the
on it.
It's here. It's at the back of the town. Yeah, okay.
Okay, I
That's
am
cool.
coming to click on it. Yeah, that's one of the
You
ones.
shared a quest with me, huh?
Yep, because you didn't pick it up in the room up top.
Whoops.
Yeah, it was easy to miss. It's a gnome.
5 quests now? That's right, 5
Yep,
quests.
let me just open my quest log. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Boom. So
Come with
you
me.
lead the way. Looks like it's
We're using there's an item in our inventory, a hand grenade we use on crates. We kill the infantry, and once we got 9 infantry killed, we'll go and kill Captain Merrick or whatever his name is.
Oh, I could use it on you too, it looks like.
Oh, you can
Boom.
use it on anything. But the highlighted crates are the preferred place to use them.
Oh, that's preference based on who?
Well, myself. I'm obviously speaking for myself.
Oh. Are we sharing this grenade
Yeah.
quest or no?
Yeah. Yep, we share credit for it. The range is weird. You can't get too close.
Yeah, I see that. Well, I mean, it makes sense. That's not weird. That's normal.
Yeah, I suppose
Let's
because you're
throw
using a grenade, right?
5
Yeah.
feet in front of me. Not a great idea, right? I'm definitely gonna have to come and actually pay attention to what's going on in this zone at some point, because this is very, 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 very different than I expected it to be. I don't know
Oh, yeah.
why I thought it would be mostly about demons and stuff.
Well, to be fair, it was originally because, of course, it was about the Dark Portal.
It's just- Yeah, it just strikes me as weird that the previous zone like changed everything about it to try to be more about demons, and then this zone went the complete opposite. The green BOE. Oh, those are nice looking. Check those out. You might want those. Check out, maybe they sell too.
They sell for 699 gold.
Gotcha. Okay, I keep following these freaking NPCs around thinking it's you. What are we doing? Are we done?
Let me have a look at their thing. As soon as we... Yep, we're done. Now we're going to go and kill Captain
Metlick.
Yep, he's over here. Just along the road.
I see him there. That's the guy I almost ran into on the way up, and I was like really surprised because I used to just come up by this mine over here, and there was never a single enemy over here.
Yeah, the Horde's
Not even
still in the
bird.
mine. Like, the Horde side of that is identical to how it used to be, where you go in the mine and you deal with stuff. And I've seen Sai do it, and he really loves it. The mine part.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's his zone. I always remember it because this is usually where he dings 60.
I tend to find if I want to ding 60 here, I come at level 57.
Right.
Because, like I said, it's not the most efficient.
Or I'm sorry to say, 60 is not what I mean, obviously. It's when he stops doing classic zones and moves on to TBC.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So 58, I guess, is what?
Yeah.
That's what 58 is when you can do that. Is that right?
Yeah, that's when you can. I tend to stay till 60 either way, so.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, now it doesn't matter, obviously. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to start thinking about party sync here pretty soon. Not today, obviously, but
Yeah.
probably next
Probably next
session
time.
we're going to be thinking about party sync.
You can use either one of our alternate accounts, because we both got one.
Yeah. Although at this point, we can still do quests till 60. Like, we don't... 58 is not a problem, yeah.
Yeah. 60 is where it becomes an issue.
Yeah. So once we're 61, then we'll have to do it. So probably still be another full session and a half.
Be careful. Can I help you?
Okay,
See you
well that was
around.
it, I guess.
Yep,
No more
now we
follow-ups
get...
from that?
No, because now we go and do the other side.
Gotcha.
Which is shooting the buzzards and... What else was it? Killing the Gilnean spirits, putting them to rest.
It's so weird that there's not just 1,000 kill quests. This zone was always... I don't know if you ever did it in Classic,
Yeah.
but it's like...
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
not
there's
in
5
Classic,
quests.
but in Wrath.
Right. Yeah, there's just 5 quests and
This
they all
way.
require a varying amount of things to loot. Oh, this way.
Because we're going out the backside this time.
Got it. Well, I hate to say it, but I've been playing on 10 on all settings for 2.5 hours now, streaming, and no issues, so I'm sure it's about to crash, right?
Yep. Okay,
Now-
in your bags you have Eno bars, explosive arrows. You probably want to put that on your hotbar because we've got like 13 or 20 birds or something we have to shoot down with them.
Okay.
They got a really good long range, but
Well, I'm sure it shares anyway, so maybe you do that, I'll do these.
sure. Yeah, there's 20 birds that we have to shoot down.
Gotcha.
And if the arrow misses, then it'll come down and you can melee it. I seem to recall having to get respawns to...
Oh, you have to
Like
actually
having to-
kill them. I thought you just
Yeah.
shot them.
Well, you do shoot them, but that generally kills them. And if the arrow misses, that's when you...
I see now. That makes sense. Originally, I didn't see, but now I see.
Your eyes were blind, but now you see.
Correct, yeah.
This was always a really weird quest, because of course for me I'm mostly melee, right? Just feels weird doing this way.
Well, can you do it another way?
Yeah, well, I mean, if I was arranged, I wouldn't even bother with the arrows. I would just use my range spells on them.
Oh, yeah, I see. You don't actually need the arrows then. That makes sense. I thought you needed the arrows, like, part of it.
No, the arrows just make it easier because there's, the range is great on them. Like the range is a couple hundred yards of the arrows, so. Yeah, Contextual says this is a very gross quest, and they sometimes one-hit burbs. Most of the time, actually. And he's right. They do most of the time. They get one-shot by the arrows, which is very efficient.
Nice.
Like I said, it just feels weird as a melee to be shooting things that far away.
Yeah. Well, we're doing pretty good here. You're killing that. I'm doing this. Pretty much progressing at the same rate. It's pretty nice.
It's very efficient.
Yeah. It'd be funny if we weren't getting credit and didn't realize it.
Oh, I'm getting credit for yours. I've been checking.
I know. I'm saying it'd be funny if that was the case.
Yeah. Be like, oh no, now you have to shoot arrows and I have to kill Gilnean spirits.
Just need one more spirit then, so.
Got one right here for you, buddy.
That's the one. I was gonna suggest that one.
Because I am done with the burbs.
The burbs. All right, we're done with both then. Oh wait, hold on a second. Oh, there's so many treasure chest spawns. I didn't even look. Let's see if there's any up. Hard to see. That's the thing about these. They're actually hard to find. Can't even go out that way. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm just looking back at some of the messages to see if I missed anything. Yes, Contextual. It did hold your message because it had the word crap in it, but I approved it. I think that's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, I like a family-oriented stream as much as the next guy. In fact, more than most. But still, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's pretty next level family-oriented there, huh? Can't even talk about fecal matter.
Yep.
How are you? Safe travels.
Let me visit the Watcher, who I think is in this tower here.
Gotcha.
After we turn in. I think. I mean, eventually we still deal with blood mages. They're just, I think they're dwarves for us now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Blood mages.
We still do the whole quest with Laura Thalmus, the demon hunter.
Yeah.
Need help?
Which is really good. I gotta admit,
Light
that's...
bless you.
I will never get tired of the Paladin mount for Dark Iron Dwarves.
Looks great, right? Makes me want to play a paladin.
We shall get some Shadow Sworn Scrolls. We're each probably going to need 6. So, we're going to be killing
That's
a
it?
lot.
We only have one quest right now?
Yeah.
Huh, that's weird. Shadow Sworn Scrolls, where are they at?
These Shadow guys, Shadow Sworn guys that are right next to where the Gilneans crashed. They're essentially warlocks.
Just coincidence? Has nothing to do with the Gilneans, or?
Nope, nothing to do with the Gilneans.
It's weird. I definitely wish I paid more attention.
At least as far as I know. I could miss things, you know. I might, maybe, could be.
Oh, I know that.
I could be mistaken.
That's definitely possible.
Happened many a time.
Could be mistaken. They could be forsaken. That's a good one, right?
That is a good one. You watch these guys, they still have metamorphosis even though they're warlocks.
I noticed that. That's funny. Noobs, lol. Whoa, what the? I pulled out a guy and he jumped to me. That was weird.
Both 4 or 6.
Oh. That's for sure. That was going to be 6 of 6. I didn't even notice.
5 of 6, 5 of 6. Oh, it looks like we are both getting them. Whenever it drops, we're both getting it.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. So I figured those two were going to give the 6 of 6, and then that would have been it. But they're not 100%. Now, again, there's a bunch of spawns over here. I want to see. Are we going to come back to this area though? Maybe.
We're all over this area because eventually we're gonna have to start farming mobs for blood and steaks and all that stuff that you used to do in Classic.
Okay, we'll come back then.
Yep. Although I do tend to
Things in.
miss those Shadowsworn cultists as much as possible. Just because it's, you know, why pull them if you don't need to?
Right.
Just trying to remember where we turn this in. That might again be up the top of the tower. I'm using my superior paladin speed on a mount to go there first and check.
Wait, what are we saying?
I said I'm trying to remember where I turned this quest in.
Oh yeah,
believe it's
the
up
top
top.
of the tower.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I said I'm using my superior mounted paladin speed to get there first and check.
But you can't mount inside. That's why I was confused.
It's a decent upgrade. Ding. Oh, I got lay on hands. Nice.
Oh, nice. 55. That's weird.
Yeah.
Didn't know we got
Go with honor, friend.
stuff at 55. That's weird.
Yeah, I know where we're going now. We're going to talk to the Blood Mage now.
Blood Mage Thalanos.
Nope. There we go. He's inside the Serpent's Coil.
What is that? One of those mines?
It's a cave right near us. There's one, like the Horde side is, the other Blood Mages is near the Ogre Caves. This cave
Right.
has the Void Sworn or whatever they're called. These guys that we were just killing for the scrolls.
And if the previous issues we were talking about with BlizzCon weren't enough, apparently now California is in a state of emergency because of wildfires.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Well, I hope nobody gets hurt. That's all we can ask.
And I'm hoping BlizzCon doesn't get canceled. Is more what I'm hoping for. But obviously, everybody getting hurt would be nice too.
During the WOD pre-event, this place was used quite a bit, actually. The Serpent's Coil was part of the quest line. And I actually got a pet in here. It was a bronze whelpling that apparently was fairly rare. Supposedly sold for like 300k at the time. I did not sell
that's
it.
interesting.
Did not sell
You
it.
kept it?
I kept it.
Oh, that's cool.
In fact, I should pull it out.
Bronze whelpling. Was it just dropped from any mob or something? In
Yeah,
the zone?
it's a world drop. But
Yeah,
it's
I
an
see. So that was just like
extraordinarily
that.
rare world drop. It's like 1/10 of 1/10 of 1/10 of 1%.
What the hell?
Yeah, see? Have a look. Here it is.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah. Reminds me of the Onyxian Drake that they gave for that first anniversary event, that once they had achievements.
Oh, really? That's funny. A pet, you mean?
Yeah, it's called the Onyxian Whelpling.
Is that really an achievement? Because I'm pretty sure that you can just go get that. It's right outside Onyxia's den.
Not as a battle pet, it's not. Like it was a thing for the back in Wrath of the Lich King. The very first time they had achievements for the anniversary event. That was one of them. They just gave it to you.
Wow, 5th anniversary feat of strength. Guess I was confusing 2 different things then. That's cool. So you just can't get that anymore then, huh?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I remember because I made sure to log in on all 50 characters so that I would have a bunch of them in case you could ever trade them. Because they'd obviously be very rare. I think it's this way. But again, I get lost in caves, so...
Yeah, I have no idea where we're going. I'm so turned around. Oh,
Here
there
we go.
Yeah, there we go. That's weird. Just like a quest giver surrounded by hostile NPCs. I don't know you. Ha! You Netherguard nincompoops are always 2 steps behind me, and I'm nowhere near as fast as I used to be. I don't need Mahar's note to know what's going on. Why do you think I'm cooped up in the back of this cave? What I do need, however, is a strong dwarf like you. Tune yourself to the bloodstone teleporters in the Serpent's Coil.
Right over here. Click on this, and then when we're outside, click on it again. And then you're done. Ren says, how do you plan to get getting to 120 when one of you has to be 60 to party sync? One of us doesn't have to be 60. One of us has to be level 1.
Yeah, a 3rd character is going to be involved, obviously.
Yep. From
Guess
one
it
of
wasn't
our...
obvious?
From one of our... then we can use the teleporter to teleport out.
Oh, really? Okay.
So we don't have to go through the mobs every time.
Well, that was cool. I think that is in Classic, but I don't remember.
It is,
how
but
it
it's
works.
but it's all in that one cave that the Horde use. Ours is unique.
Yeah. Okay, I want to just check if there's stuff over here then.
Yep, absolutely. I think we're just killing mobs that are like animals for blood and steaks now.
Yum.
Well, he's a blood mage, So we need Snickerfang, Hyena blood, Redstone Basilisk blood, and Ashmane steaks.
That's interesting. That's basically, it's not the exact same quest, but it's the same target of them.
Yeah, I think there's like a bunch more quests that in Classic that ask for steaks and blood and stuff like that.
Like I said, there's 5 quests and there's like 7 different targets. And the one quest say you need 3 of one, 10 of another, 4 of another. And then the other one would say you need 10 of the first one, 2 of the second one, blah, blah, blah. So it's like you have to do the math on how many you need of everything. It's such
a gotcha. There's an Ashmane pool. Or there's another one over here.
It just turned into a hellboard, though. What the hell?
Yeah, they do that.
We have to loot these, right? So I wouldn't go running around.
Yeah, I'm just aggroing a bunch of them so we can be efficient.
Gotcha.
Remember, every mob in this zone has a chance to drop Imperfect Dranathist and Perfect Dranathist, both of which reward an item.
Exists?
That's still an item.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we could get another... the quests don't give experience for obvious reasons, right? But
the first time it should.
I don't think it does anymore, but I could be wrong.
Nah, really. Yeah, in Classic, that was always the thing about this zone was you can get, like, free experience, basically. Oh, the hyenas are the new model as well. That's nice. They're so much nicer than the old. It's crazy. The boar is still rocking the 205 model, though. Poor boars.
Yeah, poor boars. There's some kind of rally right outside my window. I don't know if you guys can hear that on stream.
I heard that. Yeah. Well, what is that? Rally again with the freaking politics, dude. With that.
I don't know, buddy. Like I said, the legislature is directly across the street from my back window, so I get a lot of protests. Canadians are very passionate about politics. Not many people know that about us.
It's hard to believe you're not passionate about much else.
Well, politics, hockey.
That's about it, yep.
The important things in life.
It's funny because that first stream. Oh, is that a rare? No. Anyway, that first stream that I made the clip of, we had a funny moment where you're like, "There's a protest and a counter protest."
I know. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. Well, like I always say, the province I live in is called Texas North because it essentially is. We have all the same industries as Texas. We have all the same. We're the same political leanings for the most part. You know, so there. But the problem is that where I live is the capital of Alberta is very much the opposite of the rest of the province. So what happens is you tend to get a lot of protests and then counter-protests because, you know, the government is very conservative, but everybody in my city is very liberal.
That's crazy. What the hell? That's bizarre. That'd be like if you took San Francisco and put it in the middle of Oklahoma.
Yep. That's essentially what it is.
Okay, steak's done. Still need the blood. This is a lot easier than it was on Classic, that's for sure.
Yep.
I think it took me something like 500 kills to get all 5 of these
Oh,
quests
yeah.
done when I did it a couple weeks ago.
Okay, that's it for hyena blood. Now we just need 7 more basilisk bloods.
Basilisk.
And
Getting
those
close to being
are
done with them.
closer to the horde base, I think.
Are they?
Yeah, so let's go around this way. Check my...
Oh yeah, here's that collector guy.
Yep.
Usually the basilisks are south in Classic, but maybe they changed it.
I could be wrong.
They get rid of the birds in this zone then? They're not a part of the zone anymore?
Is that a rare? That looks bigger than others. No, that's just a big boar. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they're... Ah, here's the basilisk right over here. Sorry.
Yeah, there's one.
I was leading you astray again. There's
Well, you
another
know
one over here.
99% of it. You don't know the 1%, that's fine by me. Happy that my knowledge of something pointless is actually useful.
I don't discuss politics very much in the stream, Midna, because it's something that is very divisive. You know, it's like religion. You don't discuss it because it's
Well,
very
what the hell do
easy.
you have against religion?
It's very easy to get for people to get very upset over very small things. So I'd rather just not discuss it.
What the hell is Wexit? What the?
Okay, so for a very long time, the government of Canada was conservative, and then in the last election before this one, it became the Liberal Party, essentially your Democratic Party, same thing. The leader of the Democratic Party is the son of a former leader of the leader of the Liberal Party, the son of a former leader of the Liberal Party, who literally flipped off all of the province in which I live. It's a very long story, but I can tell you if you want to hear.
No, condensed version's fine.
Sure, we have a lot of oil. Our Constitution says that mineral rights are the exclusive property of provinces, not the federal government. Back in the 60s, 70s, a guy by the name of Pierre Elliott Trudeau was the prime minister, and he said he enacted a law called the National Energy Program, which put a tax on oil and gas because Alberta was getting rich and the eastern provinces weren't enjoying any of that. And they did kind of transfer payments to provinces that were in a deficit would get payments, and provinces that were making money would pay into that pay those payments. It was a huge thing, and everybody in Alberta hated it. Everybody out west hated it. And when Pierre Elliott Trudeau was asked about what he thought about Albertans' opinions on the subject, he literally on national TV flipped the bird to Alberta.
What the hell? Are you kidding me?
He says, that's what I think of that. He says, I couldn't care less because nobody in Alberta voted for him. He says, because none of them have voted for me, I don't care what they think.
That's rude.
That's
I'm surprised
exactly.
you get away with that as a politician, right?
Yeah. Well, like I say. So then, this is his son. The only thing, his son had actually literally less political experience than Donald Trump. And he got elected on a platform of, I'm young, I'm handsome, and I'm going to legalize marijuana.
Oh, God.
He then proceeded to... Oh, no. We haven't done the blood ritual yet. At least I haven't. Come back. Because we were talking
haven't.
about... Yeah. Gotta speak to him to begin the blood ritual. There, the blood ritual's complete. He was legit... Yeah, Midna's right. He was legit a high school drama teacher. And during his time in office... I can show you where all these amulets are, by the way.
Cool.
During his time in office, he literally tried to interfere in the prosecution of some of the people in his party. He dismissed judges that were going to indict people in his party. Like, he was it did a lot of illegal things. And it was discovered that on several occasions, when he was a high school teacher, he dressed up in blackface for parties.
I heard about that recently, yeah.
It was something that really, it was very embarrassing for the entire country. Now, the way our political system works is, our Congress is called Parliament, but our Congress, whoever wins the most seats in Parliament controls the country. Whoever the leader of that party is essentially our president. Okay? There's no separate, like the legislative and the executive branch are the same thing.
Yeah.
So, going into this last election that was on last Monday, Justin Trudeau, controlled a majority of the seats in our Congress. And what happened was he won more seats than any other party, but because we're not a two-party system, he didn't win 51% of the seats. So he actually has, I think, like 30% of the seats in Congress. So he has what's called a minority government. Everybody out west voted for parties other than his Liberals. And in two provinces, Quebec, where he's from, and Ontario, they voted for him and his Liberals. So there's a movement called Wexit, which is Western Exit, where the western part of Canada wants to secede from the country because the east part of the country isn't getting rid of...
so different, basically.
Yeah, isn't getting rid of Justin Trudeau.
That's bizarre.
Yeah. Oh, Quebec, she's right. Quebec probably went Bloc Québécois. Bloc Québécois it's a weird party, the Bloc Québécois. Is literally its whole manifesto is Quebec separating as its own country. That's the only thing it cares about.
This is like a major thing for these people. Huh?
Yeah, because, I mean, they're French, right?
Yeah,
and, we conquered them a long time ago. And they've never forgiven us for it.
So it's like England still controls Canada, and they don't want to be controlled by England. Is that what they're saying, basically?
No, not really. Hey, Don Machiavelli, England doesn't really control Canada. Technically, the Queen is still our Queen, but she has no more power here than she does in England, which is none, right? The Governor General of Canada is essentially... back in the days when we were colonies, the Governor General of Canada had to sign anything that we wanted to pass into law, and he was the Queen's representative. So we had to... I mean, he's essentially just a figurehead now, and he signs into law anything that Congress and the Senate pass. That's another big deal, too, because our Senate is not elected. Our Senate is appointed.
Oh, that's sketchy. What the hell?
Our Senate is appointed by the Prime Minister, strictly by the Prime Minister,
Oh, that's
And
sketchy then. So there's only one person that you can vote for?
Well, you can vote for your party, right? You vote for whoever's
Yeah.
in that seat in your riding. But the Prime Minister can also dictate how many seats there are in our Senate. Click on the dialogue option. He'll give you
Got it.
a amulet, and then he'll give us a quest to go and do Murloc stuff. But there is we should probably do the rest of this other amulet stuff first, because then we can do the Murloc stuff heading into the Worgen village. And I believe the last one that we need is in an ogre cave.
It says it's in this very cave.
Oh, that's
Where
right.
we started.
Yep, it's just a little ways into the cave where we started. So we don't use the teleporter. We just go a little bit into the cave.
Go
and
in
then
the old way, yeah.
Yeah, the left-hand side. Go back out and use the teleporter, and we're done.
Well, I hate to say it, you talk about politics on your stream now, by the way.
I know. It's not
Didn't think it was
intentional.
going to be so involved.
No, and that's the short version of it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It really
the
is.
Western exit. How many provinces is Western though?
I would include Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia. So 4 provinces.
Man, did you train 100% riding? You are so much faster than me.
No. It's that Crusader buff I get.
Yeah, that's
man.
20%. Seems like a lot more. So what's that like? Was there 12 provinces? Is that right?
10 provinces, 3 territories. And the territories don't count for most votes.
Ah.
Because there's so few people there, they get very little representation.
Oh, so few people. Why? Because it's frozen and stuff?
Yeah, the territories are all the northern parts, right? Like
Yeah,
Northwest Territories and the Yukon, and
How
there's
does
a
that
new
work?
there's a
Do
new
you
one
just
now.
Go up there? Do you just go up there, or do you have to like?
No, it's. I think it's quicker just to go out and use the stone.
But like, do people own the land up there, or is it still
yeah.
just wilderness?
Oh, there's a lot of wilderness up there, but there's some people have little bits of land. Like there's a lot that's.
But I mean, like, let's put it this way: like, at one point in the country's history, United States' history, nobody owned Oregon, and people went out there and claimed parcels of land for themselves. Is that how it still is in Canada? Or?
Yeah. There's whole huge bits that are just not lived on at all.
That's crazy.
And it's very rich in stuff like uranium and all kinds of stuff like that.
Jesus.
Oil and all
Wow, that's
kinds
crazy.
of stuff.
So now what?
Let me just see what quest we're on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we go to the Dark Portal now.
Oh.
Because there's a little gnome at the Dark Portal that'll ask us to do stuff, and then eventually we will grab the bits of Loramus Thalapides' body and sew it back together and resurrect him. Plus, there's a bunch of demon quests there at the Dark Portal we can do at the same time. Quit stunning me.
Yeah, that's happened a lot recently, huh?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's... Politics have been a big thing in Canada lately.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not like that here at all.
Oh, there's a rare. I see him. Right here.
Finally.
Grunter.
Get slaughtered.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like
kind of got the
3.5.
feeling you were going to do that.
Oh.
Oh, you got perfect.
You didn't-
Flawless. I got imperfect.
Lol. Why don't
Should we
you
go turn
stay
those in?
bad?
It's probably closer to that before we go to the other thing.
Okay.
I actually got 2 imperfect Ranithist.
Oh, that's cool. Well, we'll test if it gives experience then.
Sounds
I wonder
good.
if all the rares always drop one. Then maybe that's how you get it now.
Yeah, that could be.
Maybe that's how you always got it, because I've never gotten a flawless one before. It's the first time in any version of the game I've ever gotten a flawless one.
Oh, really? I usually got a flawless. One flawless and one imperfect was how I usually got it. Whenever I went through here. Yeah.
So what, just from regular mobs you got it?
Yeah, just, I never even noticed it when I got it. Back in, Wrath and such.
Oh, yeah, didn't give experience, you're right. Oh, but I got, that's a BOE. Heiberg helm, that'll definitely sell. That's a good looking helm. Okay, let's continue. Got about another probably 10 or so minutes, so I don't know if we could even get anything done.
Well, let's go to the Dark Portal and actually just turn in and grab quests, and then we'll hearth the Stormwind and call it a day.
Sounds good.
And so that we can use the mole machine to come right back here instantly now. So.
Oh yeah, good point. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, we haven't actually done even a single of the story progress things yet, though. Well, I guess we're about to, though. Rezikalith is what we're working on now, pretty much.
Yeah, Razalik, the demon, and the demon hunter, Loramus Thalapides is who we're trying to resurrect. There is an insanely annoying quest here. I don't know if it's necessary for the achievement.
For the Alliance.
Where we have to steal the Horde's plans. Is annoying as...
Wait, did you pick this quest up? Isn't this for Blast or for...
No, that's for demons.
Oh, that's
because
weird.
we're not level 58
This guy
yet.
also gives you the first quest into TBC as well.
Yep.
Cool.
That he does.
For the Alliance.
Okay, I think that's... We've got, what, 3 quests now? 4 quests, well, because one of them's a Murloc quest, but... Let us...
What is that Murloc quest? For a later chain, or you just skip it
Yeah,
for now?
because the Murloc chain is going to take us all along the coast on that one side, and it's going to take us to the Gilnean village on the south end there.
Oh, here, did you hearth it? Here, let me give you this.
Thank you,
Ton of
sir.
rune cloth in this zone.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So let's. I'm going to use the Dark Iron Mole machine. Go to Stormwind. Kingdoms? Yeah, see, we got Netherguard Keep now added to it.
That's awesome. That's
That
pretty
is
cool,
amazing.
man. I quite like that. Makes
I'm
Dark Iron feel like a very attractive concept. I wish they did that with other races. What other ones could they have done, though? Maybe none. Maybe Goblin could have had, like, a port to any of the Goblin neutral cities. That would have been cool.
Sure. Void Elves could have had some kind of Void Tear that they could use.
That actually would that would make way more sense than this.
Yeah.
Because the Void is actually, like, connecting all of these things regardless. Like, the Mole Machine going from Azeroth to Outland doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I'm sorry to hear that you're retiring your monk, Midna, but you got to do what makes you happy.
What's on your mind?
To answer your question, Midna, I would say Coke
Be good.
most of the time if I was drinking pop, but my actual favorite pop is a Pepsi product called Dr. Pepper. So both. So I think that's... Yeah, Metro is a water dude, and I respect that because I drink quite a bit of water myself. So... No, Stromy, Dr. Pepper is a Pepsi product. At least in Canada it is. I don't know how... Is it America?
At least in Canada it is. So probably the complete opposite of where every other normal product comes from then.
Well, it's like A&W Root Beer is a Coke product in Canada, but it's a Pepsi product in the States last I checked.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah. Because
How's
the A&W was an independent of both at one point. It's actually because it's bottled by Coke in Canada, and their contract was with the Pepsi in the States.
I see. That's interesting.
Yep.
Well, that's going to be it then, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I think we did really good. Your computer's holding up good?
Dude, yeah. I mean, it's really crazy to see, like, over 60 FPS on 10 when I used to barely get 60 on 3.
Dude, I was the same way and then when it wasn't just upgrading to the 1050 Ti, because that made me, I could do 7 sometimes, but I can now do 7 reliably just by putting that hard drive in, that solid
It
state.
seems like the hard drive is a big part of it, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know why it would be, but it must be.
Because I guess it's able to access things instantly. Even the graphics.
Yeah, I think that's part of it, because I'm getting a way better FPS, and certainly the computer had a lot of dust in it, but it wasn't so dusty that it's like the graphics card wasn't just made of dust or something like that. There should be no reason that I went from... I don't, this is the thing that I'm trying to solve. Maybe more people know about this than I do, but basically my graphics card's drivers would crash constantly, like, and it would happen seemingly randomly, like with no actual... Like, it would happen when I'm streaming, which obviously makes sense, but also happening when I was literally not even doing anything. Like, I wouldn't even have the game open or anything going on, and I'd come back and I'd see the message that my graphics card crashed. So people were saying it's because the card's overheating, and I don't know why that would be happening when nothing's going on. So I had to assume it was dust.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me, because dust can make that happen. It's an insulator, right? It'll keep the heat in.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, no, it's the same thing. If I'm not if I wasn't streaming almost everything that I do in World of Warcraft, I could crank everything up till 10 and probably be fine. With a 6-year-old computer and a 1050 Ti.
We'll see in Mythic Plus, because that's a lot more intensive. But
yeah, particle
I've done
effects and
Battlegrounds, which are pretty intense, and now I've done regular questing. So, yeah.
I love iced tea too, Midna. Midna says she likes iced tea. And Stromy wants to know, did you blow it out, Metro? Would you think it's like an NES cartridge or something, Stromy?
Well, good work today. I'm glad we were able to get together, even if it was only for a little bit. And then I guess maybe we're probably not going to have time to do this next week. I don't know what... I mean,
yeah,
we're
with
definitely
BlizzCon.
planning on getting together next Friday for BlizzCon, after BlizzCon's over. So
we could finish Blastlands while we're talking about what happened at BlizzCon, but... I don't know.
That's not a bad idea. As long as you actually know what we're doing and we don't have to constantly stop.
Pretty sure I know like 99% of what's going on there. So
perfect.
So,
well, that's the plan then.
Absolutely. And as for my stream, I will see you guys Tuesday, because I'm going to stream the raid with our guild. And if anybody listening wants to raid on Firetree US Horde, talk to Metro. We're looking for a DPS.
For more than one, yeah. We're going to be probably pugging multiple people on Tuesday, so that should be interesting.
Whew. Oh, well. Anyway, take it easy. Everyone have a great Sunday, and we'll see you later. Peace. Cop out.